So that is welcome to another episode of our Star Wars game, just as Ariadne gets up and leaves the table.
I need to blow my nose, I don't want to do it on camera and in my mics.
All good. And online today we have Ross.
Yes, I play Khaled, also known as Led, also known as... what was the other one? Copper. I play a enforcer, assassin, bounty hunter, gadgeteer, starting to get back to his family tradition of being the supporting role of equipment for the clan. Oh, damn, now I've forgotten what the clan name is.
Star Clan. Starwing Clan.
The Starwing Clan. Currently recovering from being KO'd going against a Wookiee.
Not just any Wookiee, Black Christian. Christian.
If you're going to go up against the Wookiee gladiator, he's definitely one who leaves a mark.
Did you see what I posted after last game? That if I had gone, you had gone first, you would have faced Thrawn, and I would have faced Black Christian.
Yeah, and you would have
It's just a matter of who went first.
Yeah, but you would have got murdered by him.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. There's no disagreement whatsoever. The other thing was, Martin said, after Thrawn disarmed me that first time, I could have switched to Brawl at that point, and I would have had a chance at actually beating him because I had better scores. I'm like, now he tells me.
Yes, because the other thing is, Thrawn wouldn't have expected it.
Exactly. Okay. Things to try and remember for next time?
He does plan ahead, but he doesn't always plan ahead with everything. So, checking to see if Mike's actually got connectivity and we can hear him. We may have a mic at the table tonight.
A broom broom crash.
Hello, I play
Excuse me.
Crash, a Gungan pilot from the Panorama Mountain Raceway of Naboo.
Are you currently on location? Teasing.
I am. I am.
You're visiting home.
It can't be more accurate than that.
For someone who has no memory, that was incredible that I actually put the two together.
Which brings us to Ariadne.
I play Thane True Striker, usually known as Thea. I'd like to say the intrepid leader of our clan. Currently having a tactical retreat from...
With a new picture for her character?
Yes, with a new picture for my character, which kind of more resembles how I envision myself. Much more badass than I actually feel or am most of the time, but hey, you can dream it, even if you can't be it, right?
Well, the idea is you imagine yourself such, and eventually you are such.
Yes, so, we're making a tactical retreat from, where were we? I haven't written that down.
The planet of Coin.
Coin.
Where you had received a secret mission from Chandra Dell.
That's right.
That said a contact was looking for you, and she didn't know who the contact was.
Well, I was going to say, after having my butt handed to me by Thrawn, and very nearly being tracked down by an Inquisitor. Is that the summary, or do you want to do a proper summary?
Well, they had arrived at Coin during the middle of a festival, which doesn't have a specific date. It's whenever the Coins get enough interest in a gladiator fight, which could be daily, could be monthly, could be annually, but they call it their annual celebration no matter what time of the year it happens.
Maybe it's when they manage to get enough alcohol to do something.
I count that as actually very logical, because once you get drunk enough, certain ideas that would normally seem absolutely idiotic become plausible and even cool.
Do you also think, on top of the alcoholics, how many people are silly enough to sign up for a martial competition that may end in loss of limb or life?
How many of us get to face Black Christian and live?
Well,
Considering the person after Black Christian was the Inquisitor. The Grand
yeah.
Inquisitor himself was in the battle.
It's a good thing you got knocked out.
yeah.
Even
yeah,
better that Ash took you back to the ship.
Yeah, lightsabers cheating.
Yeah, I think lightsaber's cheating too, but, you know.
Technically, it is, but who's going to tell him that?
Not me. Even if I had a lightsaber, not me.
A Sith Lord.
I would be very much pointing Ash in his direction from a very far range. Perhaps even from a ship, actually.
A couple of systems away. Hey Ash, go deliver this message.
No, not Ash. Just, you know, if I was going to attack him, it would be from a distance. With as big a gun as possible, and Ash has the biggest gun
so-
that we've got.
All of a sudden, From the Distance song pops into my mind. Oh, God.
Well, I was just imagining the characters getting their hands on a Death Star just so that they can shoot from a distance.
Yeah, no, that would work entirely. Just blow up the planet that he's on. If he manages to stop that from happening, good, all power to him. I'm leaving the system. Which is precisely what we did, I think, or at least we left the area.
You did.
We went to Lathram to disable the tracker.
You did. And then you ended up back on Almarin.
We should address the tracker.
You had disabled it.
Yeah, but for people who weren't here, like the
Okay,
Boomerang
so
Crashers,
they had been given money. And the money came with a comlink and a tracking device.
from Thrawn. And the message that came with the 1,000 credits and the comlink from Thrawn was basically, you give me the information that I'm asking for, basically you become a spy for me, or, you know, you probably die. So for the moment we disabled the tracker, and we're going to contemplate what we do with the whole lot of all of it. I think we decided I was donating the 1,000 credits to the Foundlings.
Well, the 1,000 credits so far.
That I have informed both Chandradel and Captain Dom that Thrawn has been asking about what we're up to, and noting that Thrawn has been watching us. Probably more particularly me and Led than Broom Broom and Ash, because we've known Thrawn from Coin, whereas they haven't. Congratulations, Broom Broom, you're now in charge of the party.
Cadet Broom Broom.
Yeah.
Mason, I lucky.
Yeah, that's the right answer. But not the one to give while I'm taking a sip of my coffee.
So, for Mike's update on things, he last participated on day 76 of the storyline, and now it's up to day 154.
Where has he been all this time?
Working on his ship. He's probably about 10 or 20% through the rebuild of his ship. Because unfortunately, putting a ship together is not a instant fix.
No, I get that.
And with the amount of damage he had, he wanted to strip it back and build it without the having a fundamental flaw throughout its structure.
Oh, it's just other times when we've been absent, sometimes you've told the players that they can tell us what's happened. So
This
I was-
time we had already had it set up that Mike was going to be
Oh, did we?
working on his ship in absence.
Okay, this is because my memory's horrible.
The people who didn't have something set up had something else put in there.
So it's day 154.
Day 154, 14 days after you fought with Thrawn. And arriving back on the station, Brum Brum has received 2,000 credits in work that he has done on the station.
Sorry, what was that? I received 2,000 or 20,000?
2,000.
I like it how you
Okay.
added that 0 there. I should have done that.
I wasn't looking at the joke. I just literally, all I had was 2. And I'm like, I don't know if he said 2,000 or 20,000. So I'll aim high.
Well, I could have just said 2 credits. But I'm sure that would be a little mean. But no, you got 2,000 credits based on how your character has advanced.
Hooray!
That's nothing to sneeze at.
Mm-hmm. Especially considering the basic weapons are about 100 credits each for your disposable weapon. So you can load up on lots of gear like that, or you can pour it into more stuff for your ship to make putting your ship together cheaper.
Yeah, I'm not putting any more money into his ship. I already put everything I had into it.
Misa won't sneeze at 2,000 credits. Misa will sneeze at pollen.
So yes, you catch up with the others and hear the tales of their exploits as Ross will tell it from Khalid's perspective. You have healed from that time.
Let's see. Well, I've also been going around fixing stuff too. There's lots of cats. We've got cats. Did you want a cat? Here, have a cat.
No. These are working cats.
Yeah, no. Actually, I think Brum Brum needs a pit droid. He probably needs a couple of them.
I was going to say, he needs more than one.
There are 3 pit droids working with him, called Larry, Curly, and Mo. If you
I
don't
thought
remember, they come from a previous session. They're working in the hangar bay
Of course there are.
where his
Okay.
ship is dismantled.
Yeah, I thought those were B1 droids.
No.
No, they were pit droids.
Oh, okay.
And that's also where he has the Wookiee and the Quainites working,
That's right, yeah, the Wookiee and the Quainites.
who get into fist brawls on a daily basis.
Well, as long as they're using fists, not claws and daggers.
Well, the Quainites have learnt that pulling a dagger on a Wookiee is the same as a Wookiee pulling a weapon on them. So that they've learnt the hard way that arms being ripped off don't get put back on easily.
Yeah, so you need to get a cyber doctor here then.
You don't need to. You already have one.
What?
Do we?
B1?
No. The station came with cyber
Oh, that's
droids.
right. With the...
Oh, they did?
Yeah, the torture droids that are reprogrammed.
Oh, so they managed to reprogram those psycho droids?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, they didn't reprogram them. They're just very good at what they do. If you reprogram them, they lose most of their stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, they're not necessarily reprogrammed. They're just not allowed to torture people.
Without permission.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Why have I got a sneaking suspicion they're now just torturing droids?
Hopefully not. That's Captain Dom's problem, not mine.
Yep.
So yes, Brum Brum has been working non-stop on his ship for about 70 odd days.
Okay. So now, since you've been working on yours, we now have to work on ours.
Yeah, ours
It
needs.
just says 9.
And looking at it, it looks like he looks to be about 10% through rebuilding his ship.
I thought you said 20.
No, I said 10 previously.
Okay.
I'll work out the actual days later.
Excuse me. So, actually, what happened to your ship anyway?
His ship had been stolen by his cousin, and then it got trashed, so he managed to get half of his ship back, plus another crumpled version of a upgraded luxury model of his ship. And he brought all that back to this station, which meant he had to strip it back to the framework, cut out all the crumpled framework, rebuild that framework, and put it back together again. Because most of that framework does not operate well if it's already damaged. So you've got to repair the fundamentals from the ground up.
According to my calculator, 154 minus 76 equals 78 days between that. Just so you don't have to worry about calculating it
I
later.
did it in my head roughly, and that's why I said 70 odd.
Trying to cut on work for you to follow up later.
Okay, so yes, Brum Brum is up for a break from his manual labour. He can only take so much roaring before he needs a break from it all.
He wants to go racing. Unfortunately, we need to do something that earns us money.
And coming back into the system, Dom does greet the two of you, and also suggests taking Brum Brum off the station so he can shut the hangar down and get some peace and quiet on the station for a little while.
Do we have a specific mission, or are we about to get one?
Okay, he looks at what he's got on his board, and he says, so, he has multiple things he can assign you to. He just wants to know what sort of job does Thea believe the group can handle?
Technically we can handle interactions with Thrawn, so no, I'm not going to put us in the ship by saying anything. I would like to meet that need between earning money and helping the family, the clan.
And I believe we also have a Mark who's just joined us, which...
Yeah, Mark, forgot the time and didn't realise it was 7:30, so that's my apologies.
So Mark, would you like to introduce your character?
Certainly, I'm playing Ashgard, a Deathwatch Mandalorian who's learned to better himself over the last couple of episodes.
Okay. So how much did you catch up on when you got in, Mark? Because I didn't see you pop in.
All I got was Ross talking and some Brum Brum stuff with the car stuff, and that's it. So about 5 minutes ago.
Okay. So yes, they just got the recap of what had happened. Brum Brum got his monthly catch up on wages that he hasn't been here for. And finding out that it was 78 sessions, no, not 78 sessions, 78 in-game days since his character last joined the group. So does anyone else have any input for Ariadna about what sort of jobs they'd like to take on?
Yes. I'm presuming quite easily that Khalid doesn't want to do any more dueling or gladiatorial fights, which is absolutely fair.
What about all the collecting the bounty or some sort?
Well, we're not technically bounty hunters, but we could do something like that.
Yeah,
I don't think we all have bounty hunter licenses, though.
No, the only one that still had it was B1.
Yeah, everyone else lost their bounty hunter's license. I was thinking...
Especially considering they had been imprisoned at the time.
I was thinking something that was, well, I guess for lack of a better description, exciting, but earns money, but also serves the clan.
What bodyguarding?
Pardon?
No, I think I'm over. No, bodyguard. I just kind of just gives you a shudder because he's done enough bodyguarding to last a few days recently. So,
What you mean guarding Khaled's literal body?
VIPs. I'm not really classed as a VIP.
No,
Yeah,
it's more. I suppose patrolling, bodyguarding. That's what I've been doing recently. So, yeah.
Haven't you just been basically sitting down and monitoring screens and flying around, going point A to point B, seeing if there's anything
Patrolling.
interesting?
Yeah, local area patrol was what he was doing until we went to Coin, where he was kind of doing some bodyguarding.
Yeah, I was kind of doing nothing without my big gun, so I'm a bit kind of, gun heavy, lacking kind of, my gun and I have had a decision that we don't talk to each other much at the moment, so it's kind of like, a bit of sadness on that side of things.
As in, you want to do something with your gun, but you can't?
Yeah. When you just say that, my eyes just light up, kind of thing. Yeah. I'm happy
There's
to clear
so
up
many
3
things I can say, but I can't because it's a family-rated
No,
PG show.
I've kept it PG for a reason.
You mean it wasn't exciting enough for you to go to Coin, where you opted not to get into duels, which you could have, and there could have been combat, and then had to run from an Inquisitor? That wasn't exciting?
No, because I didn't get to shoot the Inquisitor.
You wanted to face off against the Inquisitor who had his lightsaber and outnumbered us, tactically that seemed like a good decision to you?
Guns and me kind of go together. So
I totally understand. I do like my weapons, I like my combat.
And all the patrols and all the sitting in front of security screens, I haven't had to use my gun for possibly that period of time. So you can see why, even if I find a tree and I have to shoot the tree down, I'm happy to do that.
You haven't been engaging in target practice at all during this time?
Not the same thing. It's just like, you've got to be out there and, practice is practice, live action's better.
Well, Ash wants to go to war.
Not to war.
I'd like to earn some money.
Well, you can do a bit of both occasionally.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, just like to use the gun occasionally, that's all. Yeah.
Look, it's really hard to necessarily find a job that's going to guarantee using a gun.
Well, I could shoot barrels off of each of a thing and they fall into somebody and they could be concussed, therefore we didn't injure anyone in that kind of way without using a gun.
Look, I don't mind injuring or killing people at all. It just depends on the people that we're doing it to.
And I'll show my gun, I'll take it out off my shoulder kind of thing, and I go, see, there's even icicles building up on it right now. I'm really concerned.
In space?
Well, I haven't used it. It hasn't been heated up for a while. It's getting a bit...
No. It's malfunctioning. You need to repair that.
You do maintain that weapon, don't you?
Oh, I do, but it's just you can see it's just... Can't you see there's sadness in it? And you see nothing. I see something totally different than you. So.
You're sticking your blaster in a freezer does not help it.
Well, it just needs to be used.
Excuse me.
So,
it's hard to explain.
If you're without your gun, what other weapons do you use?
I have a knife. I have a knife.
You could have entered the dueling and got yourself into a knife fight.
I'm not very good with a knife.
Oh, maybe we need to work on your training with a knife then.
Yeah, my arm brawls too, so. Millie's too, but yeah. I'm just not saying that I can use it. Am I up to the same standard of you two? No.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
In terms of a fight, I'm just trying to figure out, are you limited to just using the one big gun, or do you want to just, are you in for like a good old-fashioned brawl, or are you only in for a gunfight where you can use the big gun? Because that does determine what kind of a mission we would take.
So I've got my vibro knife, I've got my light foil, got the big sidewinder. got
Well,
the
everyone's had
blast
their hand in their light foil before you went on the mission, and you haven't
so
received it back
no
at
lot
this
of
stage.
so just my, and I didn't
Had
bring
to
any
hand
weapons
it
with me
in.
on
Before you went off
I-
the coin.
Couldn't put it
Yeah.
in my own quarters on station.
Well, the station was hanging on to them for the time being and basically getting them out of visibility.
Okay. Well, I want to check that it's still okay. I presume I have quarters on the station.
You do have quarters in the station.
Is it still there?
Dom had asked for them.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Is it still there?
Dom still has it, yes.
Okay. As long as I know it's still there.
Yes.
So is
have a
Dom
couple-
giving
got a
us
pistol, a rifle, and a big gun. So that's
a
gonna-
selection of missions, or
Well, he's asking what sort of mission you're on, and he'll assign something that will hopefully cover most of your needs.
okay? So I say with a wry voice, Ash really wants to use his gun. I'm not sure if we can work that into a mission. What I think, if I understand the rest of the group, I know Brum Brum is in great need of cash so that he can help keep upgrading his ship. I'm fairly sure Khalid wants to do something that helps the family, but he won't say no to some extra money to help with his armor. And I'm in the same position.
I'm just basically going to try to keep you out of trouble.
Me? Yeah. We don't say that in front of the captain, do we?
No, that's my position.
Yeah, no, I know. Just checking. You can say that in front of the captain if you like. I will just give him a kind of he's not wrong. Unless I would check with each of you guys, unless any of you disagree with that statement, that's what I would indicate. Money's always nice, but if it's a mission for something particular that will aid the clan and there's no money involved, we'll do it.
Okay, so he does have something that should give you a chance to practice your gun skills as well as your piloting and your negotiations.
This sounds like the perfect mission because we need all of those.
And should hopefully also earn you money at the same time, depending on how well you do.
I'm not a rogue or anything, but, I'm a bit like Han Solo. There's a little bit of extra sparkle in my eye at the sound of money because I am so sick of being in need of it.
I thought you were going down the line that you'll shoot first and ask questions later.
Oh, that too. These days, yes, that particularly.
Excuse me.
So he's gotten wind of Boss Kaggle looking for a group
Yep.
to move some cargo for him.
Yep.
So he's looking for a freighter who can avoid any Imperial entanglements, as he calls it.
We are probably the wrong people, but I'm not going to say that.
No, that's something more up Brum Brum's aisle.
Yep. Brum Brum's a great pilot. I've got astronavigation to the hilt now too. This sounds like something we can do as a team. Okay, so details. Ross Kaggle, where is he at the moment?
Boss Kaggle is based out of Latham still.
Lathram?
Lathram, and that's where he's asked for people to come.
Yep.
Let's see if I actually get the map up. So we
Alright.
have the map up. And for you, it's only a couple of jumps away to get there.
Yay! To Lathram. I make another attempt to make sure the cats stay on station as much as possible. Be accepting of the two that I've trained to help me specifically as my scouts. Hopefully I succeed.
Okay, give me a. What role is appropriate for that thing?
Isn't it like, don't they use one for animal and that they're using survival for animal handling? Because they actually don't have a specific skill for it, do they?
Well,
Unless
I am
you're
an
using-
animal wrangler.
Unless we're using xenology.
Well, I have wrangling particularly, so I think that applies. Like in my talent tree.
That's your talent. What does that, with the wrangling, what probably makes it, you probably get to use your charm.
I'm just having a look here.
I'm just looking for appropriate things in relation.
Yep.
So, I would probably say discipline also suits for
Yep.
controlling cats.
That's probably the stronger one.
Oh, you have
Yeah.
1 yellow, 3 green,
Yep.
and 2 white.
And what do they get?
The white can do different things.
2 white. No, but are there...
The difficulty will be 2 purple because you've been training them.
Didn't think this through. How's that showing up? Do I need to adjust the...
Okay, well, we'll remove the bad stuff first. So that, and that becomes that, and that goes away. And that becomes
Ow.
one of those, and that goes away. So you ended up with
A lot of advantages. 2 successes?
2 successes that can be made into 4 successes. And
Let's do that.
4 advantages. So you managed to quite successfully convince the cats to stay behind. They seem to just understand what you're saying.
Yep. That's good. Because they do have a job here to earn their keep on the station.
And you have no trouble leaving with just the 3 that you take with you.
Quick technical question. So Ragnarok would come because Ragnarok's attached to Khalid,
Yes.
but Khalid and Ragnarok are now... Ragnarok's no longer really my responsibility.
Not really your
Okay, cool. So that's all good. Alright.
Well, the thing is, since I don't have computer, I'm going for down the biological version.
But 7 of the 10 stay on the station to do their job of pest control.
And I'm sure they do it well.
Yep. That's good, because last time they kept getting into bits they shouldn't get into, and yeah, that did not work out well.
That's how they find pests.
Well, I kept hitting my head, and I've rejigged that ship so many times to stop them from getting out, but they still managed to. Which makes me both proud and also very frustrated with them.
Now, can you remember what type of ship you guys had?
I have a piece of paper for my ship.
Which piece
Here
of
it is.
junk? The small capital ship version or the freighter version?
It might be a little bit out of date though, because these pages are
Because
somewhat...
you are taking the freighter and not the big ship.
Yeah, wasn't the freighter one the Jedi thing? The flying box?
It was the YT 1000.
1000 light freighter, yeah.
Oh,
That's
okay.
the one that I got the paperwork for.
Okay, so it's not the thing that I thought it was.
Ow.
Okay. So yes, you've got your freighter, and you are heading off to Lathram. So who's going to do your astrogation check?
Right, strongest for astrogation. I've got 3 ranks and 3 intelligence.
I think you are, because I'm only. I think I am.
Excuse me.
Sorry, I was on the wrong screen. You've only got 2. Oh, no, I got 4. I got 4 green. 4 green, sorry.
So 3 ranks and 3 interlink.
So 3 green, 1. 3 yellow, 1 green, 1 blue.
3 yellow,
1
1 green, 1 blue. Ow. Ow. Ow.
Against 2 purple, 2 red, and 2 black.
Oh yay.
You can choose to use your blue to remove one of the blacks. That looks about right. Okay, so that one and that one are removed automatically. That one and that one are removed.
Oh,
That one and
this just keeps
that
getting
one are
worse.
removed, so that becomes like that, and that becomes a that. And
That's even with 3 ranks in astrogation, I'm still managing to fail on the rolls. God, I hate those red dice.
well, this one has a new section on astrogation.
Ugh. This is probably not good news for me.
I'm just trying to get things to bounce into the right spot.
So that's 3 failures and 1 success, is that right?
Yeah, I have 3 ranks and I still managed to...
No. Was it
3 failures,
3?
basically.
No. Is it 3 setbacks and a success, or is it
3
actually?
threats and a success.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But basically we succeeded, but something awkward has happened.
Okay, so yes, you find yourself travelling to Lathram.
Do we know what the threats are yet, or
No, you don't.
they'll come?
They can be specified as damage to the ship, but I thought you'd prefer not to have that done.
Yeah.
And what else do we have for astrogation? Also has do threats can decrease the accuracy or increase the travel time or miss a relevant detail. Okay,
I
so
really don't want to miss a relevant detail because that's going to hurt. But I don't get a choice. It just sounds bad.
so you take 2 days travel.
So is that a delay in getting there?
You believe it's a delay in getting there.
Excuse me.
So I'm expecting to be reamed out by cable for taking so long.
Just making sure I do all the calculations right for you guys.
Yep.
Just curious, when will you be implementing mods on equipment?
Oh, actually I've got 4 intellect.
Hopefully soon.
Yeah.
Because basically to put the mods in there, all I have to do is get them all into the system properly.
Yep.
And if I show you on Ariadne's sheet, you can see that there is these weapons are all here. So these are the same weapon, but it's showing it as different stuff. So the text here can be completely different to what the stuff is on the normal thing.
Yep.
It's just that I know how to, I've got it so I can give you a specific instance and then say where all that stuff comes from.
Yep. So have I got my, is my vibro sword fixed up again?
Yeah.
It's not fixed up fully, it's just showing what we had last time.
It was fixed for the duel and then got broken again, didn't it?
If you're talking about on the site, I have done it on the site.
Oh, no. I mean, because I'll just be using the stats from the character sheet.
Yeah, just use the stats from the character sheet. I haven't gone and fixed all that up
Yeah.
yet.
Right.
That was what I was
Okay.
trying to say.
Yeah.
Okay, so yes, it takes you 2 days to travel to Lathram. You come into the system quite far out and takes you, instead of the normal half an hour to an hour to come in, takes you about 4 hours flight.
So did you say 4 hours flight?
Yep.
Okay, so that gives me a lot of time to tinker.
Could have been
Tink,
worse.
Tink, 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 tink.
While he does the ting ting thing, I kind of hum along at the same time.
There's headphones in this world, right?
Are you sure?
No, noise cancellation.
I'm listening to anything, music.
Okay, so yes, arriving, getting in hailing distance of the planet, you are greeted by one of the subordinates of Boss Kaggle. He doesn't say what his name is. He just says, "You're late."
Excuse me.
That's what flying in a ship that goes under the Imperial radar requires.
Okay, head to docking bay 25. Here's the flight path and reference, and try not to crash into anything this time.
Do my best. Give him a salute he can't see, necessarily.
Okay, so following the coordinates, it looks like you're flying through a junkyard on part of the planet.
Okay, yep.
So who's going to take the controls?
Piloting. Is that piloting?
That is piloting space.
I've got 1 rank. I think there are better pilots than me.
Yeah,
I'm happy to hand over
probably me
Yeah.
as a guess.
Yep.
So looking at Broom Brooms, he has 1 yellow and 3 green and 1 blue. Looking at Ash, Ash has 2 yellow and 3 green. Looking at
Really?
Twilight,
2 yellow?
Yeah, I just got basic knowledge. I'm just only need enough to know how to get from point A to point B.
Which
I can't do
means
anything fancy.
If you end up having Ash at the... So you can either have 2 yellow and 3 green, or 2 yellow, 2 green and a blue.
Ash is the 2 yellow, 3 green, and Broom Broom is the...
With Ash as the co-pilot, you get an extra dice.
How about we do that?
I'm happy to be co-pilot. I trust Broom Bro.
So you
Same
you
here.
get to replace the green with a blue. So it's 2 yellow, 2 green, and a blue. Difficulty will be hard, so it's 3 purple. And that's it.
That's it.
Okay, so you take out the blanks. So
Why am I the only... See, this is why you guys should turn up here. Someone needs to roll other than me.
okay, so coming in,
We crash into something.
you do crash into something coming in. Okay, so
That's because of the pilot.
Broom Broom and...
It's because of
Ash.
his name. Because of his
because
name.
his name's Crash.
Yeah.
Hey, Broom Bro, watch out! Oh
okay, so you hear a crunching sound along the ship as it connects with some of the debris
Yeah.
as you come in for a landing. Realizing that someone's now going to have to fix that.
Sorry, I didn't hear that.
Broom Broom crashed. So now you get to fix part of the ship.
no! You got a lot of fixing to do. More than one ship.
Hooray.
I'll help you later. Okay.
And you see a pile of Gamorreans outside.
A pile, you say, as in they're all on top of each other. Is this like a lolcat pile, but with Gamorreans?
Well, I could have said a herd.
I was just going to say, what's a plural of Mandalorian?
What's the plural of Gamorreans? Google that shit. I'm sure you'll find
Well,
something.
I could go with crow and call it a murder.
No, don't do that. They're not that smart.
Now you've asked me, I'm going to have to do it. Sorry, guys. I do apologise.
Sorry,
Okay,
that's just
so-
my shoulder.
He has a pile of crates. Let me see how much. There's 50 crates waiting there for you to load onto your ship.
I presume there's. Is there anyone else there aside from the Gamorreans? Like, is there someone in charge of the Gamorreans? Surely
Well,
they're not being
yeah.
trusted to just load this on their own.
As you're sitting there, you realise that they're the muscle to load the stuff for you, and
Yeah, no, I get that. I'm just wondering if there's someone of higher intelligence
So,
coordinating them.
So would this be young Gamorreans or older Gamorreans?
they are older Gamorreans.
Okay, so that'd be probably called a sounder. If they're younger, no, that'd be called a drift or a drove. A group of older pigs. Sounder refers to a group of swine. A team for a group of hogs.
Let's just go with the drift. I like this. It sounds very space themed.
It's okay.
A drift of Gamorreans. So there's no one that looks like they're telling them, coordinating them, or anything like that.
And as you come in for a landing, and by the time your ramp descends, you can see a speeder bike coming in the distance.
Okay. I'll wait for speeder bike. Hand not quite on blaster, but fairly close to it.
You do see all the Gamorreans eyeing you.
I don't make any threat. I will give them a nod of respect, but I presume the guy on the speeder bike is the guy in charge of them.
Have they got their preferred weapons?
A lot of them do have things ranging from knives to large axes. Some of them have what look more like what Chrysanthemum was using, the knuckle fighting.
Chrysanthemum, Christian.
Christian. Yeah. I'll get those names wrong unless they're directly in front of me.
Sorry, it's just
Okay.
funny.
It's the more of the fiber axe I'm more worried about than anything else.
Most of them look not as advanced as the ones you see working high security.
Yeah, okay.
How far off is the speeder guy? Like a minute or two, or?
By the time you glance up again to see how far he is, he's almost there.
Okay.
Bikes do go quite fast.
Yeah, I was just checking.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I was
I
going
did-
to tell the Gamorreans to start loading, but I'll wait for the guy in charge.
I've just looked at one of my talents. I've got Armor Master now. Cool. I am now classed as a tank.
You
I've
get to
never-
join Ash.
I've got now a soak value of 8.
Is that good?
Yeah, it's a better than me.
Oh, what's your soak value?
When you look at
I'm 4, I know that.
Ross starts off with 4. Then he
Yeah,
adds,
and I've also got my fancy armor.
Then he adds 2 for the armor.
My armor's actually better than the standard. It's got the upgrade, so it actually starts with soak of 3.
And then
That's where I spend all my money.
And then Armor Master increases the soak by 1, so that gives him, he's got +4 to his soak.
Soak, yeah.
I believe you have superior armor.
Yeah, I got
think
superior
I might
armor.
at best have 6.
I'm just trying to work out where I should stick jury rig.
Alright, so guy comes on speeder bike.
Okay, guy comes off the speeder bike. He looks to be mostly human, as in he looks like he can pass for human except for weird ears.
Okay.
So near human, cool.
Yeah. There's a lot of near humans and they are treated almost the same as humans. and he greets you all warmly. As you can imagine, he's the face.
I introduce myself. I'm Fair. Kaggle knows who we are, I presume. Kaggle does know.
Kaggle does know.
Yeah, who we are. I'm Fair. Just want to check out the things. Is there anything that I should be worried about exploding so that I should pack it in any particular way?
Well, as long as you don't open them, there's no problem.
I'm not interested in opening them, but do I need to take extra precautions in tying them down because they're particularly susceptible to vibrations and then exploding all over my...
Not that he knows, but he does recommend magnetizing them to the deck so they don't move.
Okay, yeah, we'll probably have done that anyway. I'll assign Ash and Carla to make sure that they're securely held and to watch the loading on process.
Yes, boss.
Okay.
I over the Grimorians with an evil an eye of like not intimidation, but just make sure they're doing the right thing. I'm watching out for anything.
Most of them do the flex arm thing every now and then.
I'd say ooh baby, but they might take that the wrong way, and I'm really not interested in that experience.
I really need to put some skills in coercion.
Well, if you want to look the intimidating person, that's what you need.
Yeah, the thing is, I've got talents that make me like very intimidating. It's just that I've got no skill. It's just all passive stuff.
Yeah, well, you can actually see that it has everything you've got there. That you can be quite intimidating.
I've got a
You can
range,
suffer
but-
strain to downgrade the difficulty check to make it very easy to intimidate someone.
Yeah, by 3.
Yes. So I thought you'd appreciate seeing how it all lays out for your character.
Yeah.
Where is all this going?
Yeah.
He says, I would like you to deliver it to the planet Elrood. You just need to get it past their customs.
Do we have any contacts in Elrood still?
Not that recognize your authority.
Okay. Does Kaggle have any contacts in Elrood?
He says if he did, he wouldn't need to send you.
No, that's fine. We'll figure it out.
No, I do.
You've got contacts in Elrood?
I got shady contacts.
Yeah.
And you do know where the smuggler strip is in the mountains.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Of course.
So basically, remember what we did that we had to do when we were our first mission?
Yep.
We're now doing what we were investigating. So we have to get in there without.
We also will have to figure out a way to transport 50 crates of stuff to wherever they want it in Elrood. So my question to the face is, once we make it to Elrood, is there a contact on Elrood that can come get it?
Well, if you can get it to the smuggler strip, he can get someone to pick it up.
Okay, cool.
So it's a good thing that the sector rangers who used to patrol that area left for some reason.
Yeah. I'm like, yeah, good thing they discovered that the Empire wasn't really someone they really wanted to work with.
He doesn't know what happened to them, they just disappeared.
I would, I'm not a fanciful person, but if I was going to make some kind of guess, I would say the Imperials did something horrible, like jailed their own rangers for a year in a mining place until they managed to get out because they realised that the Empire sucks. And, that's the kind of thing I imagine might have happened. But, I'm just theorising here.
I'm sure that's an interesting theory. He just shrugs it. As long as they're not causing trouble anymore, he's happy that
Is he at least somewhat entertained by my story?
He's entertained by your story.
Yeah, there you go.
He just pats you on the shoulder and says, if they show up, they're your problem.
Yeah, my problem. No problem at all. Trust me. Not quoting Solo at all.
checking to see how much you should end up getting paid for this job.
Yep. Broom Broom, are you okay to check over the damage to the ship that we got as we came in? As in, can the ship still fly, and can it wait to be repaired until we get back to home?
Okay, so assuming everything goes as planned, you're being offered 25,000 for this run,
Oh, that's nice.
which is technically 25% of the cost of the goods.
Well, we better be careful.
Because if something goes wrong with the goods, you're in pocket for the
Oh yeah, no, it'll be exactly like drug runs work in today's world. You lose the cargo, you owe money for the cargo.
But because of the rarity of the item and how much it's worth, that's how much they actually offer for the size of the ship you've got. So, considering the amount of money that's there, that is literally a third the cost of your ship for
Well,
a
that's
single run.
one of the reasons why I put Khalid and Ash in charge, so that they can count and make sure that 50 crates are actually loaded up, not 49. And that kind of thing. So that's why I wanted 2 of them. So I've got 2 of my guys watching their guys. And before we leave, I want to check in with you guys to say 50 crates have been loaded. None of them look interfered with. That kind of thing.
Okay.
The other thing that we probably also need to work out is what's happened in Elrood. We haven't been there for a while.
Yeah, that'll be one of the things.
Okay, so which one's doing most of the following up between Ash and
Between Ash and Khalid, who would be the best person to look into, make sure that what's been loaded up is what's been loaded up, as in there's 50 of 50, there's no empty ones.
Well, I'm reasonable in perception.
Yep.
Okay, so
You
you are going to be making a discipline check.
Can you roll, just to see if it's any better?
So
Do you need the dice to come closer?
I need to.
Do you want assistance from Ash, though?
That is with assistance from Ash.
Okay.
Because neither of them are trained in seeing through people's lies.
Should I have assigned myself a Broom Broom?
Quite possibly. But
Well, I got 3 green.
Do you have 3 green in discipline?
Yeah. Oh, so that's deception.
They're doing deception on you, and the way you oppose it is with discipline.
Yeah, I'm probably the least one in the group for that. My will's only 2.
Which is exactly the same as Ash's will.
Okay, alright, well... Should have been me then.
Pity Street Smarts doesn't add to
Or
it.
Broom Broom. I don't know what Broom
has
Broom
a
is.
discipline of 2 as well. 2
Okay.
green.
So I should have been the one watching over it.
Ariadne has
4.
1 yellow, 3 green, and 2 white as you do that check.
Yeah, I don't suppose it's possible for me to have wandered over after I finished my conversation with the face.
Well, it was the face who was doing most of the trickery, so technically I can give it to you. Give me 2 white. please.
2 white.
Okay, so...
I think that's better than when I roll, but to be honest, I have no idea.
Okay.
Probably better. Didn't fail.
Well, technically, if it's not a success, it's a fail.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
The one success gives you the success, and then the successes after that are better successes.
Yeah.
So yes, you believe you've gotten all 50 crates on board.
Mm. Alright. I'm just gonna have to hope that we're okay.
Okay, so as they're packing up to leave, you give it one more check with your advantage. and find your one crate short.
Who's got the best intimidation? Because I want them with me.
Okay, so looking at Thea's intimidation is 4 dice. Looking at Khaled's intimidation, it's 2 dice. Looking at Brom's intimidation, it's 2 dice. Looking at Mark's intimidation, it is 2 dice. Apparently you're the most intimidating one out of a lot of them.
What about Mark with his great big gun?
Not as intimidating as you are. I can give you a blue dice for on top of your things.
Let's go with that. Because he wanted to use his gun at least once. He can hold it while I come back and check with Mr. Face about the missing crate. There's only 49 here. Where's crate number 50? Yeah. I swear, dice make me so anxious these days.
And Mesa has nothing to do with dice.
Yeah, no. That's not the reason you're miles and miles away, or kilometres and kilometres away.
Okay, so looking at it, he's basically saying, no, it's all there, and tries to convince you that you got all the pieces. So you do realise that he is basically trying to pull the wool over your eyes.
No, look, you see, I count 49 here. If number 50 is not here, I'd like to talk to Kaggle about it. I just want to make sure that I give Kaggle the best experience with us, because I want to make sure that he's pleased with us. So I might just go on my ship and contact Kaggle and get
Yeah, so you're stealing from Kaggle. I don't think he's going to be too appreciative about that.
I believe if Khaled enters in, he can actually give you assistance.
Nice.
Yeah,
if he
okay.
wants to take 3 strain.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yep.
So 1 strain does that.
Yay.
2 strain does that. 3 strain does that.
Okay. This is why Khaled's.
So you ended up with 2 successes and 2 advantages.
Nice.
He apologizes profusely, and one of the Gamorreans who had hidden the last one behind your ship.
Pretends to find it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And they bring it out to you and say, our mistake, so sorry about that. I'm just going to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
While
Yeah.
he slowly loads onto the ship.
Their mistake. I'm gonna let the face say face for now, and hope he remembers it, and make sure that he realises that we're letting him have face. So I don't know, Khaled, since you've got the kind of the coercion, the extra coercion thing, maybe you could say something to that effect.
Yeah, basically what. But yeah, you don't want to piss off Boss Kaggle, especially if you're basically stealing from him.
Good thing we found that extra crate. Good thing we're being really careful with checking the inventory here.
I tap you on the shoulder. There you go. Is it okay, boss?
Excuse me.
Do I need to sort anything out?
No, we don't.
Okay.
I'm sorry, but we don't need the use of your gun just yet. Although
I look. If I see the Gamorrean from the trade back, I just look at it up and down, like on the way in and out of the ship. So.
Yeah, I wonder though how your gun would fare against all those Gamorrean, but I don't want to find out.
You sure? Because I've got really good stuff in my gun.
Yeah, no, right. Look, I want to get paid from Kaggle. I think the 25 grand is worth a lot more than shooting a few Gamorreans. We could probably find a planet that lets you do that for a lot cheaper.
So what you've got that talent that if you use was it a triumph or whatever, you just mow down all the minions.
Yeah, that's what I call it. Yeah, I thought 1 crate, 1 Gamorrean. I thought yeah. Hang on, no, I'm sorry. I'll go back. I'm just making sure everything's tied up.
So Khaled's just kind of made sure that the face knows that we know he tried to rip us off, but you know we're doing him a favour by we won't mention it. and he kind of owes us one.
Yeah, I think the Gamorreans would be too dumb to do something like this.
Yeah. So, does Face give us any kind of name at all?
Okay. He calls himself Grab the Slight.
Grab the Slight. He owes us one.
Yeah, I reckon that's short for sleight of hand.
Yeah. Alrighty.
He does wish you well, and hope you don't end up in any prisons anytime soon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you want back from... Oh, damn, I've now lost the name. It was...
Elrood.
Elrood.
Can we pick up anything and bring it back here?
He says, normally Elrood would sell a lot of different things, but once you deliver this, you probably don't hang around too much.
Okay. Well, we weren't. But, yeah. And did Brumbarum check over the ship, and is it okay to make it to Elrood before we do anything with it?
It's flyable if she's got some damage.
Okay.
So
Scratch paint.
The ship has normally 20 hull points. You've
Yep.
reduced it by 2.
2, okay. So it's down to 18. Alright, that's good to know. Alrighty. We'll head to Elrood and to Smuggler's Run.
Okay, so you now have to fly out through the maze of instruction.
Yep. Is that piloting?
That is piloting.
Okay. That's...
With
that...
Ash is the co-pilot, and
Yep.
Brum is the pilot. That is 2 yellow, 2 green, and a...
Can you roll again? Not because I'm afraid of rolling, but because I'm getting a lot of electric shocks.
Now that you've already done the run once,
Yeah.
you shouldn't run into it again.
Oh, there's a triumph there. I don't know that that's too bad.
What was that?
That doesn't always discount any threats and things.
Okay, so you ended up with 6 successes, a triumph, and 1 threat.
Okay.
So your ship takes a little bit of strain going through, almost clipping the same outcropping.
That outcropping is tricky.
Brum, brum. Remember from last time?
You can even see part of your ship still on the outcropping.
Hull at 18, strain down to 13?
That is correct.
Right.
And you believe you should be able to now plot your trip to take you to Elrood.
So this is me again, astrogation.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want me to tell me what my dice are again?
3 yellow,
3 yellow, yep.
1 green, 1 blue.
Yep.
Against 2 red, 2 purple, and 2 black. And you can use the purple to get rid of one of the blacks.
So
You should have 1
2
black
red,
as well.
2 purple.
And
1 black. Yeah.
Excuse me.
So move all those down the way.
Yep. Is it alright if I just shift that around to there?
That's okay.
Can you still see it?
You can see
Blank goes out. That looks really bad.
it. It does.
Is that a despair?
It is a despair.
Oh, yay. I shouldn't touch the dice, really.
Okay, so you ended up with a single despair as your result.
Does that mean I'm lost in space, or...?
You don't know what happens, but it does take your coordinates and you jump.
Okay. Alright, at this point, I'm going to go to the bathroom and hope that we find our way out of this. Or do I need to stay for a few more minutes to sort that out?
No, it's okay. We've got this all under control.
Oh, nice. Well, I'll leave it in your hands.
We start screaming.
Do you run in a circle of screaming? Is it a side duck situation?
Oh, I can do side duck, yeah.
It's going to explode any moment now. We're all going to pass out.
So you take 4 days travel to reach Elrood.
4 days travel.
And we went from Inrel, isn't it? Or?
You went from Lathram down to Elrood.
Yeah, I'll be back in a sec.
Oh, yeah. It's not- I just got the map up.
Almost across from each other.
Yep, gotcha. Okay. I'm good as long as our boss can tell us where exactly this special air or runway is. Okay.
So you come out about a day out from Elrood. You can see the sun out in the distance. Looks like a little speck of light.
It's okay, as long as it's not right directly in front of us, I'm okay with it. I've been there before with my character and my ship.
Yeah, but is anyone good with computers?
Oh, that's all green, that one. I think
Well-
Brum's better than me, so.
Because we'll need to make a quick scan of the area, because aren't we a bit...
I have computers, I think.
Yeah, because aren't we a little bit out? Aren't we? Shouldn't we be a bit closer?
Normally you'd be a lot closer.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I've got 4 green and he's got 3 green and a yellow, so.
Yeah, all I'm just saying is
Yeah.
we shouldn't be this far out. We've dropped out early. That's why I'm saying scan. Have we been pulled out because of pirates or something like that?
Okay, so considering Ariadna can do the check while you two are piloting, because normally it's not the pilot who's or the co-pilot doing the scan. Actually, it probably would be the co-pilot doing the scan.
Yep, I've got 4 green on Astro. Is that Astro?
It's computers.
Computers, I'm 4 green on that one too. No ranks.
Poor Mikey's phone's about to die.
Yeah, no, I just told me to, so.
I'll cover his skills if I need to. So.
Okay, so you scan the area, and you don't detect a reason why you've come out early.
Excuse me.
Oh,
So you can tell you misjumped.
Oh well, we're just a bit short. We'll be fine. We'll be good. We'll just be able to relax a bit more.
But the advantage of jumping out so early, even if it's going to take you a day to travel in, is that you'll be off scanners if you coast in. So you can choose to power in and take a day to get in, or go slowly and take close to a week and probably be undetectable.
Was there any time frame on this originally? Or?
They just wanted it. They didn't give you a time frame. They said they wanted it on Elrood.
Yeah, let's take our time.
So I think coasting will probably be all right as long as we don't run into any Imperials.
I think coasting's good. I like coasting.
So with Broom Broom's skill in it, he's got a rank of 2, I believe. And with his 5% on his phone, he's not doing so well. Hopefully he finds a brick soon or somewhere to plug in.
So I think he's
got ranks to
piloting we're talking about, or Astro.
piloting.
Piloting
I-
space is 2-2-1. 2 yellow, 2 green, 1 blue.
So with 2 ranks in it, he can
Yep.
do the stealthy approach quite easily.
Okay.
He knows how to get the most out of limited scanner detection. Because you can't detect anything that's not putting out a lot of power. So it says he can make it in 4 days instead of the week that Ash thought it would take.
Alright, impressed. Impressed, not overly impressed, but impressed.
It gives Carly more time to think of things.
And because you have Khalid and Ash, you don't need to scan the planet for where to go. You can just basically use the landmarks on the planet and keep yourself hidden from sensors by not putting in a signal.
Yeah, we just need to re-enter carefully.
We've got it covered. I look at Broom Room. Have faith.
Misa has a little bit of faith.
Okay. So yes, as you're reaching the planet's atmosphere, it will give you guys a piloting roll to see how well you make it in on little energy, doing the smuggler entry.
So I've got for planetary, I've got rank 1. I think he's got rank 2, so I'm just double checking. Yeah, he's he's got rank 1 too, so I've got he's got yellow, 3 green, 1 blue. He's better than me. He's got
It's a planet. It's a piloting space. Piloting planetary is used for doing planet-only vehicles, not something that comes from orbit.
No, he's still better than me on space, but he's got extra blue. I don't have blue, so I've just got 3 greens instead of 2 greens.
Okay. What's the benefit of being the skilled jockey?
It removes a black, I believe. Character removes a setback black dice per rank of his talent from all driving.
Or he adds a blue. It's the either you add a blue or remove a black. It's generally the person's choice. If there are no black to be removed, I'm rewording all of them to say remove a setback or add a boost.
Yep.
So he's doing a difficult entry to remain off sensors, which is why you have the high-end pilots doing this sort of thing. Luckily I knocked that one over, so it was just that. So yes, you do make it into planet, causing 1 system strain.
Okay.
Is that the Broom Room or to me?
That would be to the ship.
Chip. Okay, cool.
Getting you down to the planet and onto Smuggler's Strip. Okay, so you've made it down, and you have no problems landing, and you see that there's a bunch of people there waiting to take your shipment. They have a Twi'lek who's come up and looks as if he's happy to deal with you.
Is that the one that I dealt with years ago?
It is.
Oh, okay. Long time no see.
He does greet you and says it's been It's a little later than he expected.
We preferred it to be better safe than sorry. We didn't know how bad the Empire had gone crazy in this area. That's all.
Well, they are checking incoming vessels, but then again, the Elrood system always checks incoming vessels. So who's going to do the negotiations with him to figure out which how much they're actually willing to pay you?
I think that'd be they. I think that's a better rank.
Actually, I thought I actually didn't end up becoming some of those stuff.
That'd be coercion.
No.
You may be thinking about your other character.
Let's look at through characters now. Because Ashes. Yeah, they got 2 across the board. Brum's got.
You've got negotiation. I'm a natural negotiator, but I don't actually have any talents for it.
Yeah,
And Brum's got 3 green. And I'm just checking Thea now. Just 1 second.
Thea has 2 yellow. And 1
2
green.
yellow and green, which has a couple of ranks in negotiation.
So
And
if Khalid and Thea team up together, they can have 2 yellow and 2 green in your negotiation with the Twilight.
Yep.
Happy with that.
So what dice are we looking at?
We're looking at dice pool of...
Pity intimidating doesn't add to it.
Well, if you intimidate him too much, he may not take
Nah.
the shipment.
Nah.
Brum's gone to sleep, by the way. Just let you know.
Brum's gone to sleep?
Yeah, his phone's died.
Oh, okay. Yep.
It was at 5% earlier, which meant it was in the middle of going out. I'm not trying to figure out the difficulty of the dice.
Yep. So, can someone online catch me up while Martin's figuring it out?
Yeah,
We arrived safely.
Arrived safely.
Nice.
One straight in the ship. We were a day out earlier than we expected our Elrood.
So they decided to do the stealth run in, which took them another 4 days.
Okay, cool. Yep.
But they weren't detected on the way.
Nice.
And then they made the landing onto the smuggler's strip without incident,
Nice.
just causing a system strain on the ship.
Yep. Alright, and now we're trying to intimidate someone?
No, you're trying
No,
to
no, no,
negotiate
no.
for delivery of the items, which is slightly later than they expected.
Right.
We didn't get a time frame, so you didn't know they were expecting it
Yeah,
by a certain
Yeah.
day. And so that means his one will be... Sorry, just got to look up a person.
Yep.
But no, I was just saying that I actually don't have any stuff that actually helps me with presence skills. I'm just I'm just natural at negotiation and charm and leadership and that.
So which skill is this?
This is negotiations, which you have 2 in.
Yep.
You will also...
Uses presence, which I have 3 in. Shame it doesn't use willpower or intellect.
Well, Ross has presence, so 2 of you teaming up can get the 4 dice.
Yep, okay.
Which
cool.
means you add 2, he adds 2.
That doesn't sound bad at all. I think I missed my patch, which is why I'm in so much pain today.
When do you get one out and I'll put it on?
I'll do this roll and then I'll...
There it is. I need to get my 3rd level ability, but I need to get that. Then it all ranks of coercion.
Well, I've got coercion.
Oh no! I've got a talent for my enforcer. If I just sit in the background, I give you advantages
I
for
like the whole
charm,
sitting in the
deception,
background
or negotiation checks.
Okay, so you'll be up against 3 red and a green.
Yeah. 3 red.
So 3 red and a purple.
Purple.
Because that's their dice pool.
Right, so 2 yellow, 2 green, 3 red, 1 purple.
Yeah.
Can I spend a fate thingy to drop one of the red off, or is that not
You
possible?
can do it to change a green to a yellow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do we want to do that?
Yes.
Is there so many red?
Yeah.
Okay, so basically just flip some of those over.
Yep,
One
I was
of
gonna
them's
do
already
that.
been flipped over. Because I
Oh.
start off with one.
Yep. Okay. Cool.
And as we do have 4 players, there are 4. So yes, you make that visual check.
Can I roll my dice and you roll the bad dice? No,
Sure.
it's probably not a good idea. God, please don't try to kill me. You're always trying to kill me. Can you just leave me alive this one time? Nope, that's a despair.
Let's see, that goes away.
This is where I go get my patch and just, hide from the world for a few seconds.
Okay. Okay, so you do have a bit of a negotiation with him, and because you managed to get counter out most of the stuff he was doing,
God,
you
man, the
ended up
despairs.
with, instead of a 25% payout, you ended up with a 30% payout from your
Oh,
negotiation.
wow. What's going to be the offset?
Basically, the despair counted as a minus 10% on your result.
Oh, okay.
The 3 advantages counted as a plus 10% on your result. The showing up late counted as minus 10% on your result. The going through a blockade was plus 10% on your result.
And we got everything there with no damage.
And because you got 1 success, that counted as plus 5% on your result. So you took the base 25% and added 5%.
I got that.
But you did have a good solid negotiation with him. So instead of being paid 25,000 for the job, you got 30,000.
Look,
Okay, cool.
I do not object to this.
Well, it could have been worse. You could have owed money. That's the extra rules they added for smuggling. So yes, you have been had 30,000.
So instead of 25, I've got 30 grand.
You should have 30 grand. Yeah. Don't know why it said 3,000.
Left off a 0.
Yeah. That's better. I must have done one too many backspaces when I was getting rid of the point 0.
Can you try and put it sort of in that area there so that if I bend my arm it doesn't bother? I feel like I need a tattoo on either arm saying where the patch goes.
So go slightly above.
So just in this area here. Slightly towards the middle. Yep, there. Perfect. There's actually a science to where you put them.
So yes, you've had your 30,000 given over to the party.
Yay!
Paid to your account you have connected with Kaggle. They don't actually hand it to you in cash.
Yeah, no, that's okay.
Basically, not having cash on hand means that there's no way to steal it back. Or
They don't happen to know of or have anyone who's got cargo they want brought back. That's like a quick and dirty job.
Okay, so is anyone curious enough to see what they're actually opening up when they're taking the crates off?
To be honest, I kind of don't want to know. But
Yeah,
at the same time, is there? I guess it depends on the role, whether or not you can kind of find out without anyone knowing that you found out.
Yeah, that's not my skill, unfortunately.
What skill does that fall under?
Fall under
Stealth or something like that.
No, I don't know that I've got a lot of stealth.
Your
Oh,
character
Not too red
has
in
2
stealth.
yellow
No.
and 3 blue when you do stealth.
Yeah. What
I've
would I
got
be up
5.
against?
Is this was it sneaking up? Was it?
This is sneaking a look at what's inside the shipment as they seem to be dividing it up to send in different directions.
I've got 5 green.
Okay.
I just found out, if you want me to stealth, I've got 5 green. That's all.
You got 5 green.
Well,
Yep.
if Ash helps Thea do it, then that becomes 2 yellow, 3 green, and 3 blue.
I want to know how many red are
If we
up
all do it, it'll be 4 blue because I'll be adding my stalker ability.
Yeah.
So, Ross, if you're doing it, you remove one of the existing people doing it.
Oh, okay.
So the
Oh,
idea
fair enough.
is one person adds the base dice pool, and the other
Yeah.
person can provide the skill.
Okay, fair enough. It's all right.
Or either they provide the skill or the attribute. That's what the people adding do.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
So-
I'll keep watch then.
So when you have people who have high skill and people who have high attributes, they work well together.
My question though was how many red dice are we up against?
You don't know.
Okay. Alright.
That's the point of.
So we want to check this out though. I'm presuming.
Yeah, well, I've handed over to him, so.
Okay, so. And 3 blue.
Plus that.
Yeah. And you're up against a. You're up against 3 purple.
That's it.
That's it.
Okay.
Sometimes you have the advantage. Doesn't mean the dice will love you.
No, they never love me. Blank.
Blank. Blank.
Let's see some. Oh,
That one, and this one cancel each other.
so
out.
that all gets cancelled.
So that means you succeed with 3 successes and 3 advantages.
Oh wow.
So you managed to find out what you've been shipping without anyone noticing.
Yep.
It's been little cats.
And you find out you've just been drug runners.
It's not the worst thing.
But hey, drug runners, each crate which takes up 3 space on your ship, which can take 150 units of space, which was your 50 crates. Each crate was worth 2,000, which was your 100,000 cost of shipment.
Mm.
So
So
for,
it's spice?
for what it was spice, called Ava spice, which is the
Ava spice.
which is the spice used to make people calm and also tell the truth.
And also interrogation.
Very good at that sort of thing, yes.
Okay, so it's not the mind altering one, it's just the sedative one.
It's the sedative one, not the hallucinogen.
What does that
Okay,
stuff
so
cost
that's
if you want
slightly
to buy
better.
some?
If you want to buy some, it's 25 credits a dose, and it is legal to buy, so you've got to basically negotiate with someone. Means it starts at 25 and then goes up from there.
Okay. And if I wanted a couple of doses in case I need to interrogate people, would that ethically, like, ruin me in terms of things, or
Not really. But these guys wouldn't be selling it because it's not theirs to sell.
not theirs to sell? And I would understand that. Okay,
Because just like you, they are doing part of the shipment.
fair enough.
A big cost of these items is getting it to the local dealer.
Mm-hmm.
So the local dealer will probably make a bundle on it, but every step along the way makes it a little bit.
It's handy to know if I come across it, like if I come across an opportunity to buy it, I might end up getting some.
As a freighter, you guys take the biggest chunk of the shipping costs,
Yeah.
even though the others basically all have smaller amounts.
Yeah, because that 30 grand will repair a bit of the damage on the ship, maintain the ship, fuel the ship, pay for our food and rations, and then, you know, a bit of money for us for the risk and the work.
So how long do you want to stay on the platform?
The question will be, is there anyone who has anything that we can pick up and take somewhere else? And is it quick and easy and worth sticking around long enough to do that?
So they don't have anything today, but they don't know what will crop up in the next couple of days.
Do you guys want to lay low and, you know, wait around for a possible shipment to make it worth our while going back?
Yeah, we could probably stay a little while. You just need to.
When he mentions that, does he give me any reason to think that it's
Well, what we could do
likely that
is-
I would get a job?
Well, the other thing is we could also just repair the ship.
That's
Get
what I was thinking. Yeah.
Or do I get the, like, I guess, would this be perception or insight on my own part? Do I get the feeling I should just take my money and run? Or do I feel like it's a good idea? It's not too high a risk with all my experiences and all that sticking around for a couple of days and trying to do a pickup to make it worthwhile is worth doing. Would that be like a perception type thing?
Well, considering Khalid has pretty much identified himself to the Twilight,
Oh, did he? Okay.
he was going on the remembrance of the person that he's met before.
Oh, I see. Yep. All right. I wasn't here for that bit. So it's highly likely the Twilight might turn us in for money because we're worth money.
He may, but it might also be more worth his while not to.
Oh, okay. All right.
Well, it's basically contacts.
Oh, okay. I see.
We're not going to burn him, and he's not going to burn us. We both got our own goals. He knows that I don't like anything that will basic. If it was the other drugs, I would be really pissed off. But yeah, basically we don't like the Empire that much.
No. We have a mutual dislike of the Empire, I'm guessing. I guess, do I have a sense that it's worthwhile sticking around?
He gives you time to do some repairs.
Okay, we'll do that then. If everyone else doesn't mind, I wouldn't mind trying to, you know...
Plus, if the Twilight needs somebody to leave in a hurry, we can probably assist with that too.
Yeah.
Back up ship repair.
Okay, cool.
So you can actually do the proper repair.
Ow. Yep.
So I believe the highest should be Boom Boom on that one. I'm just confirming.
Yeah.
Mechanic
Although,
Noel.
technically, he's not here at the moment.
No.
He possibly doesn't mind us borrowing his skills to do the repair.
Yeah, I said I was going to do it for him when I was he messaged
Yeah.
me.
Well, I'm now fairly good at mechanics.
And also he's got the skill gearhead, which I'm just reading up on.
Mm.
Which, yeah, so he's basically got 2 yellow, 2 green, 2 blue.
And he is the technical
Yeah. I
ship
mean,
person.
I haven't done my skills first.
So
of all.
you can pay,
Yeah,
you can
but,
pay someone to do it, or you can do it yourself.
Ross is saying he's got mechanics as well, but it might be they work together.
It'd probably be he actually tells me what he needs to be done
Yeah.
because I'm actually better skilled than he is, but he's got the talents I don't.
Yeah.
So what do you got 5 intellect, do you, Ross? Or?
No, I've got a skill of 3 and an intellect of 4.
Yep, okay, yeah, you got the better skill. He's got the...
Okay, so...
yeah.
I'm just going to move my chair to be out of the direct breeze of the aircon.
So yeah, so it'll be a mechanics check for you guys. What's your dice pool?
Mine's 1 green, 3 yellow.
And
Excuse me.
we've got rank 2 with Mike. We had 2 yellow, 2 green, 2 blue, and he's got the gearhead one, which gives you the blue stuff.
So Mike doesn't add any more dice. So it's got 4 dice as well. So if Ross assists Mike, you get the extra blue.
Yep.
Because the blue's only on the main person.
That's fair
But
enough.
Ross adds the skill to Mike's one. It's going to confirm what Mike's got.
Yep.
Mike has. He does add the 2 blue.
So what have you got in terms of yellow and green
Excuse
again?
me.
So you have 3 yellow, 1 green, and 2 blue. Versus 1 purple. Because the damage on the ship is not major.
That and a success would count.
So that gets rid of one of these ones, so it
Okay,
makes it
yep.
that. Okay, so you ended up with 3 successes and 5 advantages.
I gather that means we repair the ship.
Okay, so you managed to repair the ship with some extra quality. So for the rest of the session, the ship is considered superior quality for its actions, giving it a extra dice on, an automatic advantage on piloting checks.
Yeah, cool.
I'm just going to sit in my chair because it is a little bit more out of the stream of the air conditioner.
Ah, so the air conditioning got all fixed.
Replaced on Monday. So finally, yes. He came late. It took him like an hour. But yes, it was replaced, thank goodness. And it seems that even though it's the same one, it's the updated model, so it's like more efficient. Which
Well,
is a huge relief.
I think it's less that it's more efficient, it's more that the coils are actually working properly
Yeah.
instead of having a factory fault.
So before, when it was barely cooling the room down on a 28-degree day, it's now making the lounge room living area, even though it's really open and larger than the bedroom, cooler than the bedroom. So it's really good news. It's a big relief.
Okay, so yes, you've done some outstanding repairs on the ship over that time.
Nice.
Though, just so you know, if you had managed to get a triumph on that roll, you could have actually given the ship a 1-use upgrade.
Oh, that would have been cool.
So that's where I'm actually using the book in reference to what you're doing.
So we need someone that's not me to roll the dice.
No, we trust you.
It's not about trust. It's about the dice trying to kill me. They really do have a vendetta. I will one day make a T-shirt that says the dice are trying to kill me on the front, and then on the back it'll say no, they really are trying to kill me. I've had days where every single D20 in my dice pack has been in the dice jail because they've rolled that badly.
I still got dice on the floor, so don't worry about that. It's okay. I've got one right in front of my paper shredder, and I don't know if it's going to make it to the paper shredder or not yet. So,
Can a dice go through a paper shredder?
oh no, it can't. But that's how frustrated I was with the dice. It's okay.
Well, it can. It just will either destroy the dice completely or break the shredder.
Or both.
Possibly both. Okay, so you find that you have a potential shipment coming your way.
Ooh.
This is intriguing and hopeful.
So you're being given a chance to take some misplaced Imperial equipment off planet. Though they do say that by the time you get it, there may be a couple of people following you.
Yeah, but I'm going to say no. I'm going to whisper in your ear, Taya, and say, yeah, that's not good.
Thank you for stating the obvious. I appreciate that you're just trying to take care of us. What do they mean? There'll be a couple of people on our tail.
They are actually worth a lot of money, so...
What kind of money?
Checking the
Yep.
actual... Oh, yes, it's reading. So it'll make more than you did last time.
Alright.
So
it is still misplaced Imperial equipment with people following, trying to track it down, so... And if those people include, I don't know, Grand Admiral Thrawn, doesn't matter how much money, I'm not taking it, so... I'm trying to fill out as much information as I can.
It also depends on if the Imperial are willing to buy it back.
Does that happen?
It's possible.
Turn it in for a bounty.
Depends how much they like it.
They would put out the information that they do,
Yeah, but they wouldn't.
and then put all this advertising of how they give the person the money.
Alright, so we understand how the
Well,
Imperials
Well,
work.
actually, it depends on who you're dealing with. If you're dealing with favours, you probably can get away with it with Thrawn. But if it's the other ones, or it could also be the Inquisitors that are after it.
Question.
You don't know who.
Is this potentially something that if I were to get and give to Thrawn, I could get favour with him for it without us getting in trouble? And without burning the people that are giving it to me?
Depends on who's the person behind it.
Okay, can we figure that out? Like,
Well, they
do
are
I...
asking you to deliver it to Torina, which makes you think that one of the other crime lords is involved.
Okay.
Yeah, so it means that you probably also burn them. So it means that you get them unhappy.
Yeah, no, I don't want to make... If I were to do something like that, it would be without burning anyone if possible. But there would be an advantage in terms of political play and favour if we were able to pull something like that off.
But they are saying base run is 45,000. You up for it?
Okay, so I know Ash doesn't want anything to do with it, but does Ash want anything to do with it at 45 grand?
Ash doesn't want anything to do with it.
What about Khalid?
At 45 grand, with the 30 grand you've already got, you could ditch this ship and buy a brand new one of the same model. Worst case.
Do I know which crime lord it is with my knowledge underworld?
You do. You've dealt with him before. He was the crime lord that Boss Kaggle had arranged to embarrass, that a certain Twi'lek took credit for and
Yep.
got
Which
taken out
boss
for.
was that?
The one who runs out of Terrinoth.
Yeah, but I know his name.
Sorry. Instead of giving you what I think the name is, I'll look the name up.
Mm.
Basically, I think Boss Kaggle was quite happy that we did something.
Lud Chud.
Oh, that's it.
Though Lud Chud also has connections enough to find you on Almoran if you were to. Yeah, because he dealt with a certain Twi'lek quite harshly.
It's not that we want to rip him off. I was just putting the question out there just to... It was just a thought that occurred to me, and depending on your response, told me that I probably don't want to do that because it's a crime lord.
For shipping purposes, you ditch a job that job will be whether or not they will give you more jobs in the future.
Oh, so you mean because we've asked about a job?
You can, if you turn the job down, that's fine.
Yeah.
If you take the job and then deliver it somewhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically, if we did that, we would have to basically...
No. I was just feeling out what Martin's reaction would be to the suggestion, and his reaction wasn't enough for me to want to follow through with that. So if we took it at this stage, it would be to deliver it to Ludchud and try and get our 45 or more off.
Well, if you intercepted it from someone else's shipment, then what you did with it, those choices were fine. But being paid to take it is where you find yourself in trouble.
There's higher risk in intercepting it and then giving it to Thrawn, but is there, I guess I'm asking is there any particular advantage to the clan if we were to do that?
The disadvantage is that the crime lord would be spending money to find who you are and punish you for getting rid of money.
Yeah.
Mm.
The other thing is, if we've got clan members trying to deal with that crime lord, that could also...
Something's happened to
Ross,
your mic,
you're
Ross.
very quiet.
Yeah. So what I'm just saying, if we've got other clan members who are trying to dealing with that crime lord, we can actually be putting them in danger.
Yeah, okay, so we won't do that. Alright, so the question still comes is, Ash doesn't want to deal with it. Do you want to deal with it with 45 grand?
That's hard to say. 45 can be very useful.
Well, 45, yeah, as you said, as Martin said, you put it with the 30 grand that we've got, we could buy a brand new version of our ship that's not breaking down all the time. We could do lots of other things with it as well, armour, all that sort of stuff. It gets us in good with another crime boss, Kaggle and Ludchud, in terms of getting more jobs later.
And the likelihood of getting a job this big would be very low.
It would give us reputation. The bigger jobs you take on and successfully complete, the more big jobs that you were given, the bigger money you can deal with. If Ash wants to upgrade his guns and his ships, that's the kind of money that he wants.
Honestly, I have no problems with that.
No, neither do I. But because Ash has said no, I'm looking for a vote, because it's basically we deal in a democracy in this clan, so a majority wins.
With my view, it really depends on what the bloody shipment is. I really need to know if it's like explosives. I'd be really annoyed about.
Can we determine...
They're basically saying Imperial parts transfer.
Parts, yes. So probably not explosives based on that.
But most likely whatever it is highly illegal, otherwise they wouldn't have stolen it and transported it.
Yeah.
So it is a high-risk job, but it comes with a high-risk price.
And
but the question is also, what are we? Are we mercenary, rogue traders, or are we play it safe? I feel like the tables have turned. I feel like at the start of the campaign, everybody else was more risk-taking than I was, and now I'm like, what the hell? How else do you have an adventure?
Yeah. Well, I'm actually happy to go with the job.
Yeah, alright. Which means Ash isn't going to be very happy, but we'll be out.
Because we need the money, but the thing is, Ash has a trigger finger, so he might get to be able to shoot something.
Well, that's it. How do you get to use your gun unless you take on high-risk jobs? You can't...
You do get the information that the ship that was meant to pick up the stuff is late, and it got too hot where it was stored, so you'll be picking it up in transit on the highway.
Okay, is that something we're capable of doing?
You can. You do have a ship, you do have some good pilots.
Yeah. As long as I don't roll, we'll be fine.
Depending on the difficulty, you don't actually have to roll.
Okay, alright. Look, I'm happy to go for it. If you're happy to go for it, I'm sorry to outvote Ash. I do respect...
Ash says, okay, boss, just put my view, it's all good.
Yeah, no, I do respect that I understand this is a high-risk thing. I also understand that high-risk ventures do pay off.
And they give you a tracking beacon and saying you've got about 10 minutes before the Empire comes looking for it. Good luck.
Let's scramble.
Let's go.
Yep.
And you're sure that the actual transport group may be trying to track you down because, hey, that's their money you're getting paid for.
They should have been on time. I'd like to quote Han Solo at this point because I'm pretty sure he did this shit all the time, but I don't have a memory for doing that.
Hey, they should have been on time is a good enough reason.
Yeah. You know.
So the Twilight does the fist bump with Khalid.
Nice.
And wishes you luck and gives you a wink saying he gave them the wrong coordinates for pickup under his breath.
I will offer him a fist bump too, and so will my adjoining lothcats. Sorry, lolcats. They might as well be lolcats though.
So you think he basically threw a job your direction because of old time?
Yep, because of Khalid. I'll pat Ash on the back in the sense of, I appreciate his worldview and I appreciate that he's still sticking in with the team and doing this thing. Okay,
so getting into the ship takes off smoother than you've ever felt it take off. It is going quite well in its manoeuvring.
Yeah, so this is what happens when you regularly service your vessel.
Yeah.
Well, you actually managed to get enough advantages that you've given it superior quality for the rest of the section. It's more than servicing.
Which means it's also a really good opportunity to do a high-risk run like this. If you're going to do a high-risk run, do it while your ship's got extra piloting.
Okay, so as you see get the convoy in your visual side, not just on your sensors, your sensors pick up 2 TIE fighters incoming. So this is the point where you decide who's going to get into the gunnery wells. You've got
Who's good at gunnery?
Me, actually.
It is the one thing that the heavy weapons guy should be best
good at doing? This is your turn to be the star.
Yep, 1 yellow, 4 green.
Do you want Martin to roll for you or me?
I trust Martin.
Have you got any talents that help you?
No, not yet. I haven't bought them yet.
He hasn't been taking on the heavy thing that he was built from.
So 1 yellow, 4 green.
So just hint for Mark, heavy is the thing that gives you everything that your character joined the group for.
Yep.
You know it's scary? I'm better shooting at organic than inorganic.
So what's the...
So the dice, what he's up against is they're currently at long range, which your weapon's able to reach, so that will be 3 people. So the distance of the thing is that, and the final result adds a advantage to the dice roll.
Mark said he's trusts you to roll rather than me.
Okay, so those 2 are gone automatically. That one's then gone.
Yep.
And you have
3 successes, 3 advantages.
3 successes, 3 advantages.
That's pretty good.
Okay, so you have Ash firing off a couple of shots into the atmosphere at a distance.
Mm-hmm.
Luckily for you, are able to shoot quite far. Close for a starship is further than you can shoot with a sniper rifle. And with 2 shots, he does seem to do a lot of damage. Let me look up TIE Fighter. At some point, I will have all the ships online as well.
That's all good, man. You're doing a good job so far. So.
TIE Fighter. TIE Fighter has a hull of 8 and armor of 2. Okay, so you wing one of the TIE Fighters and destroy a second.
Ash has got a big smile on his face right now.
See, you got to use a gun.
So
You got
that's
to
what
finally shoot something.
So all I want to do all session would use a gun. Whatever gun, doesn't matter.
Okay. So the second TIE fighter tries to retaliate.
I think I have. Hang on.
Do you want me to pass you some dice?
Oh, I need to look up the actual stuff as I go, because it's not all in the one spot, which is.
Nope.
Makes it
Yeah,
so
I'm
much
aware that
easier.
dice are really far away from you, so you might need help getting to them.
Where are my Imperials? Minions. Adversary list. Underworld. Spaceport personnel. Bounty hunters. Law and order. Military Starfighter pilot. There we are. He has gunnery and he has agility, and he's by himself, so he has 3 dice. He is also shooting at long range, and he doesn't add anything special for his weapon systems.
Oh my god, that hurts.
Okay.
Is that
Okay, so he does hit your ship.
okay? How much damage?
So he does 6 points of damage hitting your ship. So I did forget to put on your shield. Nope. Didn't remove one of the hits, but it did cause him problems. He took some strain on his ship. So what's going to ship take? I'm actually counting up all the damage. Technically, Mark shot both of them. I counted the wrong number.
Oh, okay.
So with your 2 shots, you actually destroyed both of them, Mark. I
So
was
you
counting
shot
his-
one and it ran into the other.
I counted the system strain on one of them as his actual hull points, where his hull points
Okay.
were a lot lower than his system strain. So he can take more strain than damage. They are very fragile ships to shoot.
Well, they're TIE fighters, so
They are TIE
unless
fighters.
they're the upgraded like interceptor type
If
things.
anyone notices, I'm on with both hands on the gun, and you might see a bit of a flex going at 1 second, and another flex, and that's it.
I presume we can't see you, but you'll get a congratulations sort of good one over the mic.
Okay, so you've now managed to get yourself over the convoy. And who's going to do the loading of crates?
I will.
I'll be on gun. I'll keep on gun if that's okay. with you.
Oh, my armor's also got strength enhancement, so I can actually lift stuff around.
Okay. So yes, the crates start getting loaded on. You find that there are 20 crates been loaded on. Each crate is almost the length of Khalid. They are.
So what? They look like coffins.
They're a lot small, thinner than coffins. So imagine a very long briefcase.
Yep. So parts might be weapon parts of some sort. Or they could be rods.
And what is Khalid's education?
Is 4 green.
Okay, so I was just giving you a. If you had had ranks, you would have got it free without a roll.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't
more,
have
I'm
ranks,
more
so
learning
even if
from
I
the
were helping
underworld
him-
and xenology that I'm skilled in. Warfare and education.
Do you have warfare? As a
No, I
rank?
don't have warfare.
Okay.
I don't
I
have
do.
warfare.
Oh, no I don't. I have lightsaber.
I think I do, but I'm not.
Yeah.
You're on guns, yeah. Unfortunately, we can't magically, unless you jumped out of guns to help Khalid.
No, I'm going to just make sure we've got no enemies.
Okay, so yes, you get the crates loaded up over time. Halfway through, another pair of TIE fighters show up, and I will give Mark's character first strike because hey, this is his stick.
Yep. So
As they come in with the high ground,
Okay.
so that is 1 yellow, 4 green, and a blue. No, not the blue. I haven't got that yet. And he has against 3 purple, but he can aim and get himself a blue.
Yeah, I'm happy to aim to take a strain myself. Yeah.
No, you don't take a strain because you get 1 free maneuver around.
Yep. Okay. I'll take aim. Yeah.
Okay, that actually looks quite positive for you again.
You reach that, okay?
I can reach that, okay.
Count that.
Okay, so your ship doing 5 damage. Blows up one of the TIE fighters directly, but misses the other.
I sigh. So I'll go for.
So they retaliate. The final one. Do you think it might actually be calling in? Because last time they didn't get a chance to call in against you because you blew them up too quick for them to say what was happening.
Well, that's good for us. I think.
No, he's calling it in now.
Okay, so he overshoots and you think he fired too early.
That's a problem.
Yeah, bit of premature firing can be a problem in a gunfight.
I knew you were going there. I just had to hold off a bit. Yeah.
I thought you'd appreciate the joke.
That's okay. I let you have that one. That's okay.
It's like a Disney movie. As long as it's not obvious, we're fine.
Okay, Khalid sees the blast strike the ground off to the side.
Hurry up, Charlotte.
As he's
Yeah.
loading.
I'm going as fast as I can.
I'll go and help
What
Khalid.
is Khalid's athletics?
Okay.
Can I rush to help Khalid as well?
You can rush to help Khalid.
Okay, so I've got an athletics of 4 and my armor. Oh, here's the stats for that game thing.
I've got a rank in athletics and a brawn of 3.
Oh, where's it? Come on, where you? Oh, damn. Which page is that stupid thing on? Because I've got the damn thing for it now. Stupid thing. Close that.
Okay, so
Um,
dice pool is.
Do you want me to get you some dice?
Okay, so I got full heavy
Do
seal.
you want to roll for them?
Imperium
Khalid?
vacuum system. Okay, so I got repulsor assisted unit increases brawn for determining encumbrance threshold. Oh, okay, so basically I can carry a heap of stuff.
If I'm
Okay,
assisting,
so
does that add
It
anything?
will give you 2 extra dice for the purposes of carrying stuff because that's exactly what this is.
Yeah.
That's the dice pool.
Yep.
So the purple dice rolled nothing.
That's always good.
Wow.
So as Thea rocks up, Khalid gets 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 successes, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 advantages. So you were halfway through, and as Thea shows up, you get through the other half of the boxes, almost like a
Hey, B1 droid.
looting droid, I'll say.
Okay.
No, I was basically stretching it out.
You basically toss them through into Thea, who's having to rapidly catch box after box after box.
That's why I came down.
As Thea recognises that each of the boxes coming through with your 1 rank in in education. No, you don't have any.
No, I don't have any education.
So you don't recognise it either as it goes past, and shuffle it all into the cargo area.
This is not the. If you don't have education, are there other ones that you can use?
Well, this is you noticing all that's passing, not spending time to actually pay attention.
Okay, yeah.
You can roll to figure out what they are, but in the middle of a space battle on
Yeah,
planet.
no, that's fair.
So, Mark, you're up next to shoot again. Would you like to shoot at the lone TIE fighter?
I shall like to do that.
Yes, he does.
Okay, so
Do you want?
do you wish to aim?
Oh, aim means a delay, isn't it? Or is it just
Aim means a blue dice added to your dice pool.
Okay, let's do that.
That's the dice pool,
Okay.
because it's come close.
He's picked you to roll. I take no offence to that whatsoever.
Oh, good last time.
It's not entirely bad.
So that ends up being 4 successes, meaning you one-shot the TIE fighter.
Again. See, he's good at what he does. He got to shoot his gun again.
Let's get going, guys. Come on.
I don't know. Some Mandalorians, all they care about is having the biggest gun in town.
Did you say that loud or did you say it in your head?
Well, I'm down in the cargo bay, so you can't hear me anyway.
That's right, I say. And you go, what? That was a Mandalorian mind trick.
So you've shot down 4 TIE fighters in a matter of minutes. As Khalid starts to close the door, and Brum Brum hits the accelerator.
Vroom. That's my boom boom sound.
As you all feel inertia start to pull against you, and the crates go tumbling. And not long afterwards, you find yourself breaking orbit, and you see coming up a what appears to be a Imperial customs vessel.
Oh, thank God. I thought you were going to say Star Destroyer. I'm like, no,
Well,
no.
If it's a customs vessel, if it's the one that I think of it, isn't that like you got the entire detachment is only 4 TIE fighters? Or is that the other ship that I'm thinking of?
Well, a lot of the custom ones can have 2 to 4 TIE fighters, yes.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to actually see if I've got the actual stats here, so I can just work with it rather quickly. Okay. That will do.
What's that?
So you see a Marauder class assault ship in system. It's basically twice the size of your ship. Silhouette 5 to silhouette 4.
Okay.
Yeah, it needs to be to carry the TIE fighters.
As you hear the lolcats in the background, loftcats in the back.
It's okay, we've got this, cats. It's okay, I say it loud.
Cool, 4 cats.
Okay, so yes.
I remember that.
Me too, that's what worries me.
Between you are the same speed.
Oh, well, that may or may not be good.
But because you have Brum Brum at the controls, he can actually get more out of your ship and make you pull away.
Well, this is good to hear from Brum Brum.
So the Marauder actually
I
has
can
12
just
fighter
hear him
complement.
saying something along the lines
Well.
of how rude when he gets shot at by TIE fighters.
Though it doesn't have its complement with it at this time. So yes, it hails you and asks you to cut engines and prepare to be boarded.
How do we get the flight out of there?
You tell Brum Brum to broom it.
100.
Put your foot down. Yes, hit it.
As
What's up?
as you hear the ship itself start to screech with the metal being pushed beyond its safety limits. As you believe he's more than redlined the engine.
That's the reason why he's called Crash.
Yeah.
And I yell out to Thea, go, you want me to shoot yet or not?
Shoot. Should we
holding
shoot?
on.
No, probably not. We should
I'm
probably
fighting like
concentrate on...
with bigger ships. I'll hold off on it until I get the call.
I think we
If
should...
they shoot, might be different now.
Against a bigger ship than ours, shooting at it's probably not a good idea, right?
Well, if they shoot back, it'll be bad for you.
Yeah, so I would suggest that we do not provoke the ship at this time. You've taken down 4 TIE fighters. Right now is the time to outrun it.
Yep, I agree with you on that one.
So I'm just hoping Brum Brum's up to the red line in it.
Okay. They are trying to track you before you get out of range.
Yeah. Hopefully my loth cats will bat it out. No, I'm kidding. They can't do that. They're not space cats. We need that space samurai cat from the other Tuesday game.
As your main pilot tries to dodge out of the way of their tractor beam. They don't have their best man on the job.
Oh, that's good news, right?
Okay.
2 blanks. Oh, you go. I'll assist. There is a triumph there. That's not bad, right?
Depends on who's rolling.
Oh, yeah, that's right. This is the bad guys, right?
So, Brum Brum seems to move out of the way as you see a TIE fighter come out of nowhere.
Oh, well, that's...
And then the TIE fighter gets yanked to the side as you watch its wings buckle.
Ooh.
You got hit in the tractor beam.
That sounds bad.
Well, a tractor beam is like someone grabbing something with a glove in space.
Yeah, it's like mage hand.
Mm-hmm. And as they were doing it to stop a ship much larger than a TIE fighter, they put a little too much juice into it. And as you see the sparks in the distance, you start leaving it behind. I believe this is where our fearless leader rushes to the cockpit to put in the astrogation to jump.
Fearless leader rushes to the cockpit to put in... cat! Do I get extra advantage or disadvantage if the cat's clawing me?
I'll give you an extra advantage.
I'll play that one. Yeah.
He's quiet. And he's happy. I can't see the dice roll from here.
It's okay, I can.
That's not necessarily reassuring.
Kind of okay. From what I can see, I can't see the whole thing.
Sorry, we had a few camera problems during setup.
That's okay. That's alright, it's all good. I can see most of them, just the ones on the edge I sometimes can't see.
Yeah, a little easy for you to see. Should have put that one up earlier, sorry. So yes, you ended up succeeding and jumped to hyperspace.
Yay!
Good thing you have Thea doing it, because Thea can do it in half the time as a normal person.
It's a good thing I took extra ranks in astrogation last time I leveled.
That's also Galaxy Mapper gives you that bonus.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
We talked about that.
We did.
And next thing you know, you're on your way.
We're heading off to Torina.
And I slapped you on the shoulder going, did you see the TIE fighter get in the tractor beam? And
I did.
Yeah.
And I saw the other 4 you shot down.
Well, yeah.
Job well done.
That's what I do. I do it for you.
You said you wanted to use a gun. You got to.
I'm so happy right now. I even start patting the cat.
This is a good sign?
I've never pat the cat yet, so.
Well, technically these cats are working cats, so they tend not to...
I'm in a bit of a euphoria situation now.
Okay. And for once, the cat doesn't bite you as you go near it.
That's right. The pancake. You don't know.
I think the cat will tolerate 2 or 3 pats before it goes off, though, because they've been very well well trained not to respond. These cats aren't like normal cats. I've been discussing with Martin. They're trained to be very businesslike. They're not interested in pats.
I know only one space cat, and I didn't. That space cat's that's really scary.
It's Paw Patrol Star Wars style.
Yeah, I'm thinking more Avengers, but yeah.
Okay, so yes, you find yourself coming into Torina a bit later than you expected, but you make it.
Nice. We're always a bit later than we expect. I feel like that should be our logo for doing any kind of transport. It'll be later than you expected, but it will get there.
While we're there, can we just make sure all the crates are okay? And if one decides to open up by accident, I'd like to know what's inside.
Can we examine the crates more closely?
You can. Okay, they do have their military seals on them still.
Oh, yeah.
Showing that they haven't been opened yet by someone.
I just would. You sort of indicated that might be a chance we'd recognise what they are, so...
Oh, you want to open them?
No, just want to see if I can figure it out.
You recognise that you have have 20 crates of missile launchers.
Yeah, I thought they might end up being some kind of launcher type thing. Just the launchers though, not the actual...
The launcher is an all-in-one unit that will fire
okay.
a number of missiles from it before it's empty.
Okay, alright.
You can't buy reloads for them.
There are explosives on here. If I figure this out and no one else figures it out, I am not going to mention that to Khalid, because he explicitly said that if it's something that goes boom, he's not going to be happy. So I'm just not going to say anything. I'm like, nope, don't know what they are.
So what's in the crates there?
Don't know.
Don't know?
Does Ash wish to look at the crates?
Can Ash determine from the look of the crates from the outside, or that? Yeah, I'll have a look. What do I need to roll for this?
That would be education.
No, that's
Or
the warfare.
Education or warfare will tell you.
Yeah, 4 greens for me on that one. No greens, just 4 greens.
Okay, so you have a good look at it. You also end up with 1 success, and you do understand that they're missile launchers. The sort of thing you would expect a army trooper to use to take down a military vehicle.
Is Khalid going to roll to see whether he can figure it out himself?
Would Khalid like to try to figure it out? You also have 4 dice.
Yeah.
Yep, you easily figure out that you've got 20 rocket launchers on board.
As soon as I realise Khalid knows what they are, I'm like, I'm sorry, dude. Technically they're explosive, but, you know, they're not bombs.
So, you don't know if we could keep one?
No, we're not keeping any of them. This is worth 45 grand. Do you want to keep one of them? We could buy our own and not miff a big boss, crime boss at the same time, who is going to be the source of more work.
Why does he need 25 of the bloody things?
No, I just want one of them.
These are also Imperial, Ash. Remember your original objection to doing this job?
They're a heavy weapon.
They're Imperial.
I've got-
If you try to take one, and I can determine that you've tried to take one, I will slap you.
I wonder if they are aware of the status of the equipment.
Oh, I reckon they are. I reckon someone like Ludchud doesn't go in things like this without knowing what he's doing.
And you believe that the amount that you've been offered is because of how much they're worth and what they are. They would know the exact amount and give you a...
Oh, no. I was just thinking of just disabling them.
If you break the seal, you may be considered to have done the equivalent of...
Where do I go?
They are standing, step back to look at these two, and she's like, if I have to slap the pair of them, this is gonna suck.
I remember the last time that something like that happened with a certain bloody, was it Twi'lek or whatever the damn thing was. Yeah.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about.
These are Imperial. Ludchud can deal with them.
Yeah, but we can tell Boss Ness that whatever that he's what was it he's damn now I'm trying to work out their name now.
He's Nemesis?
No, it's not really a nemesis.
What's
It's
Rival?
more yeah, his rival has actually got 25 rocket launchers.
20. But yeah.
20 rocket launchers.
Yeah, we could trade that information to Kaggle. Probably be worth a few coins or a favour or some reputation.
I'll just say, look, next time I'm going to buy one. Okay, this time I'll let it go.
Look, we can buy a non-Empire rocket launcher for you.
You would also know that to trade information on the smuggling run may stop you getting more jobs.
Which was the other thing I was going to mention. There's that whole thing about snitches and getting a reputation for dobbing in. Confidentiality is going to be one of the things that we really need to keep. So I don't think it would be worth following through.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, snitches get slapped, not stitches.
Okay, so you make it in on the edges of Torina. Again, bad jump in some ways, but good in the sense that you made it there.
Oh, excuse me.
So your ship's been travelling for 14 days now, out of its capacity of 56, before you need to pay for the refuel.
So it's been travelling 14 out of
56.
56.
Okay. Let's make this nice and sweet, guys.
And your sensors are lighting up with what appears to be some form of combat happening in system.
That sounds fun.
And you can see flashes of light coming from far off.
We're going to kind of navigate away from where all the pretty lights are.
You think you're a couple of hours away from there at normal speed?
Yeah. Oh. Can we hear or determine any chatter as to what's going on?
Okay. Doesn't seem to be any chatter coming through. There appears to be some sort of jamming.
Okay. That's not to be unexpected.
Can someone check to see what ships are around?
Can we determine?
That would be a computer check that can bypass the jamming. Which may cause damage to your ship if you're not good at it.
Brum Brum's got a rank 1, 3 green, 1 yellow, and I've got 4 yellow. 4 green.
Computers. I've got 4 intellect and 1 rank. Look, I don't know. How important do we feel it is to know what ships are in this battle, more than just avoiding this battle and trying to deliver our 20 weapons?
Deliver, get out. I think that's
Yeah, I'm kind of more keen to deliver without detection and get out. I don't want to risk detection.
Sounds good to me. Let's go in stealthy.
Not with 20 rocket launchers that belong to the Empire. I'll have to use up 15 of them getting out of this trouble.
I'm just having an idea in my head now where I can stand on top of the ship with a rocket launcher and just fire in that direction. But no, I'm not going to do it.
And then if you get to put on the magnetic
things,
cells.
are they?
Two missile per launcher.
Oh, okay.
Plexes actually have quite a few missiles in them.
Yeah. That's okay. That thought's gone out of my head. That was just a dream. I had a dream last night.
Dreams are good. They allow us to escape our reality momentarily.
Well, an Ash dream, because Ash likes, having dreams of heavy weapons. So.
Okay, so yes, you do have Brum Brum do his silent approach.
Yep.
And you're just listening in on what's coming from the system, waiting for the jamming to stop.
Yep.
About half an hour into your coasting in, the jamming cuts out, and you hear a warning alert that smugglers have tried to enter the station.
Okay.
And
technically, we're smugglers. So what do they mean when they say smugglers?
Smugglers had tried to enter the station.
Okay.
Was what the alert said.
Smugglers that they don't like, or
Well, you're not sure who's putting out the message.
Ah, I see.
All you get is that smugglers are trying to enter the station.
Okay, alright.
And then you start to pick up that there are all 4 of the space stations are still in operation.
Yep.
There seems to be 2 Star Destroyers heading out of system. One heading towards Derelin and one heading towards Elrood along the run.
Do we know the names?
They're not running their IDs as easily, but I will look them up. Because I do have the names.
You can tell Thrawn straight away because he's got a nice paint scheme on his Star Destroyer.
Is there
So
one with
you
a nice
have,
paint scheme on it?
Give me a moment.
Oh, sorry.
You have one called the Stalker and one called the Thunder Flare.
So Stalker's heading...
Stalker's heading to Derelin, and the Thunder Flare's heading away from Derelin.
And Thunder
Flare.
Flare was heading...
I was heading towards Marissi, but they generally patrol the Yellow Run lane. The
Yep.
Elrood Derelin Run. And you've met the captains of both of those ships in your time.
Yep.
So they would know you by sight.
Yep. Well, we'll wait until they leave the system. Even if we're running a little bit late for our delivery.
Okay, so the Star Destroyer, the Thunder Flare gets fairly close to your ship before it jumps.
Okay.
But because you're not running at normal power, at normal speed, you're nothing but debris to it.
Yeah, yeah. We'll keep nice and quiet.
And it jumps, and it's the last of the Star Destroyers to leave.
Yeah. After that, we'll start getting in contact with Ludchud's people.
Okay. So you make quick contact with Ludchud. There's a roadie on the line says, yes, we've had a few problems with Imperial Customs.
So did we.
If you would like to meet with one of our freighters on the third moon, we can do our exchange there. As the people we originally hired to do the run showed up about 2 hours ago and caused a ruckus.
Ah, shame that. Must have got lost.
They didn't have the goods, so we alerted the authorities to their location.
Well, I heard that they didn't turn up, so, just happened to work out.
Well, you're only as good as your last run, they say.
That, unfortunately, is true.
So, if you can meet us there in about an hour, we will have our one of our orbital ships join up.
We will.
They're out currently looking through the debris as part of planetary protection.
Scavenging is always worthwhile doing.
Well, you don't want a bit of a starship falling on your house.
No, probably not.
Or is it more a search and rescue, in quotes?
Yeah, search and rescue.
Oh, it's search and claim, salvage rights.
Yeah.
The dead have no claim on what's left.
And if they're not quite dead yet, they soon will be, so,
Well, they're unlikely to have survived what happened.
Yeah.
Some days the Empire does not take prisoners, especially when you pay them to.
I was going to say, that's not some days. It's just more, the Empire does not take prisoners, more particularly when you pay them.
Okay, so yes, you managed to glide on into the planet, to the planetary moon. Doesn't have as much of an issue to come in because no atmosphere to deal with.
Yep.
And landing on the far side of the moon means no sensors to deal with either. It's almost the perfect swap place.
Yep.
And you see 3 of the salvage ships come in from the far side of the moon as you come down.
Yep.
I'm happy to be on guard, and you guys can do the negotiations. So.
Yeah, yep,
And luckily for you, most of you have spacesuits.
yep.
Yep.
We definitely do. I guess keep Ash on guns.
Does Ash stay in the gun well, or does he want to come out with his named gun?
I'm coming up with my name gun.
Okay. So he's got his side hanging gun.
Okay.
But I'm not actually aiming it. I'm just kind of
Would it be worth leaving someone in the gun well, like maybe Brum Brum?
Brum Brum's going to sit in the gun mill and he can look after. Yeah.
Okay. He locks the ship down so he can start it up fairly quickly.
Yep.
But he also makes sure that it's as low power as possible.
Yep. Good idea.
All good. And as the door opens up, you see that there's a couple of rough-looking people. As far as you can tell, you don't recognize their race. They don't look like Wookiees. They sort of look like a Wookiee crossed with a Gamorrean.
Can I do a xenology check?
You can do a xenology check. What is your xenology?
I'm skilled in 1, and it's got so basically 1 yellow, 3 green.
Okay, 3 green. Average check.
I was going to say I'm kind of the same on xenology.
Okay, so you can guarantee it's not a Wookiee.
Can I have a go? I think I've got the same dice roll. I've got 1 ranking xenology and it's intellect, which I've got 4.
Okay, so...
Just curious.
You have a good look and you recognize it as... I think it's the Yazami, which is a one of those mercenary races that thrive on thuggery.
So we know to be wary of it.
They're very good at beating things up for others. Not very good at thinking for themselves. Very much like Gamorreans, but more able to communicate.
Mm.
Though from what you remember, they have a rather rasping voice that sets most other humanoids on edge. Not as bad as the Trandoshans, but not far off it.
Mm. So I will be extra. Did you say there's 3 of them?
The 2 of them are of that
Oh,
race,
2
and the
of them.
other one is the Rodian you had been talking to.
Okay. We'll be wary of the thugs. Does the Rodian give us a name? Because we've dealt with a Rodian through Ludchud before, I think.
You have. Do you remember what his name was?
Nah, it's probably in here somewhere. The question is can I find it? Well, there's Marissi. Doesn't look like I'm going to find it quickly. So
He calls himself number 2.
rather than Randy the Rodian. Yeah, I think it's the same Rodian too. It's Caggle's butler. No, wait a minute. That's Caggle's butler, not Ludchud's. So number 2 for Ludchud's butler.
Is I'm here to negotiate for the shipment.
So this will be fun. I'm pretty sure they're not going to pay us more than 45 grand, but you know, we do have some weapons discharge to replace, and you know, damage to the ship.
Well, you do have quite a few things going in your way.
We have legitimate expenses.
Okay, so dice pool is that. And with Khalid jumping in to assist.
Yep.
So we have a base dice pool of 2 yellow and a green. Khalid jumps in and provides an extra green.
This is not
And
necessarily
does
bad.
Khalid take 3 strain to reduce? No, that's only on
yeah.
coercion. Sorry, that's only on coercion.
Oh, yeah.
You're not intimidated.
No, I don't have the looming yet.
You'll get that soon, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Please don't kill us.
Okay, so that was looking quite good in your side of things.
Dare I say yay? It's a hesitant yay. I'm gonna rock my little Grogu on his little bantha.
Okay, so we can take those out and take that away. So that works out to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes on your side.
Yay!
Okay, so you find that they are willing to give you a bit of. Give me a second, actually. Better fix that. They gave you the wrong amount. You get a bit more than you're expecting in your pay packet.
This is very agreeable.
So you're expecting 45,000.
Yep.
You ended up getting 65.
Oh,
Almost the cost
What a
of
run.
your starship. But if you had have gotten here early, you would have been caught in the
in the firefight. Very lucky.
Because by getting your delays, the other ship arrived before you did.
We've made almost 100 grand in one run.
Now, I want us all, when Kesley comes back, saying, look how much we did while she was away. And
You can't have any.
and I'm going to look into see if I can do a real sidewinder thing.
Sorry.
No, I'm just like to stir up saying, hey, look, Claire's a better leader than you are.
Oh no, don't do that, please.
No, okay. She'll
Not
laugh
even
at it.
teasing.
You should laugh, but I know she'll laugh.
She'll laugh.
Oh, Kesley will laugh. Kayana might go and honor, do something under honor, which won't be good.
No. I like Thayer as a leader more than Kiana, so just that's always been my thing. So
Okay, so yes, you have managed to get yourself a decent run.
Yep.
And you've now got quite a bit under your belt when you add it all together.
Yeah, and the rep is something that I'm happy that we've managed.
Having done 2 dangerous runs without being
Yeah.
detected because you made some mistakes.
Yeah, but
And
no
it
one
is
has
fun.
to know about the mistakes.
Well, it is funny that the mistakes have saved you each time.
Yeah, you know, it's worked out really well. It's nice to have a successful evening of runs where we've actually earned.
Whereas if you
A
had
decent
succeeded
amount
on
of
all
money.
your astrogation checks, you would have arrived at the wrong time.
Yeah, it's.
I'm putting this now to 10 ships I've killed so far.
I'm gonna. I reckon you've probably. I'm just
Thank you.
predicting things. There's probably either some kind of marking on either your gun, your armor, or your helmet with amount of either TIE fighters or ships taken out.
I think I've done Forts and I think I did at least 4 in that big battle that we had where we just had to get stopped.
Yep.
And I'm just wondering if I shot anything else down. But
Well, you get the happy job of either going through all your notes or going through all the videos and figuring it out how many so that you can put it on your armour.
no, I'm going to go with 8. Can you just write down mark 8, enemy 0 with the ship kill?
I get to do the note keeping, do I? And
Yeah,
and for the electric shocks, what do I get? I'm joking. I'm going to write it down.
Well, you want to? I'm not talking about it right now. After the video's done.
Oh, no, I'm going to get the electric shocks regardless, but I'm going to make a note of it anyway.
So yes, you make your way back to Almoran, but because, well, it's less of a stress to get back there and you've been in and out of them the most, you're able to get a decent plot to get home.
Okay, so that helps as well.
The more you go to a place, the less difficult it becomes, because you know most of the hazards.
In terms of background and story, so once we've gotten back to where we are, upgrading the ships and things like that, I wanted to check in with Chandra Del, see what's happening in terms of the rebels and things like that, and just to see what chatter she's heard about that Inquisitor we saw back on Coin. So I presume you're saying we got back to our space station?
You do.
Yeah, okay, cool. So this is just me kind of role-playing my own character stuff.
Okay, so yes, you check in. You go to check in with Chandra, and it has been. You have been out and about for, at this point, 18 days travel. You've been from the space station, but you've only chalked up 16 days worth of supplies on your ship because you were landed for some of that.
Mm-hmm.
And Chandra's currently off station, and her rep says she'll get back to you when she gets back.
Okay. I'd like to, if we're going to be on ship for a little while, also make my way over to the captain, report in on the success of the mission, ask him if I can have my light foil back for the moment.
He says...
if I just use it in my quarters to train with.
He does offer it to you back. He says that there's currently Inquisitor looking for people carrying these at this point.
Would you feel it's too much of a danger for me to practice with this? I just feel I really need all the practice I can get after seeing him decimate everybody so thoroughly. I need to get my skills up.
He does warn you that having one in your possession may call them to you. He doesn't know how they operate, but they seem to find people who have them.
If I choose not to have it when we keep it locked up where it is there an alternate weapon of similar make and weight and size that I could be using to train with? I don't care if it's a wooden stick. Just something that can enable me to...
You believe you could build something?
I could build something?
Ross could build, Carly could build something,
okay.
Broom Broom could build something.
Okay.
Between the group of you can actually build your own training setup.
And I know it's 10 o'clock, but begging the party's forgiveness, I'd like to call together Broom Broom and Khalid and that into our private area and say, look, I don't know how much you guys have caught on about, do these guys know about my... Even if we haven't spoken about it outright, do they know about my force sensitivity?
Probably not.
Is it something that... Is that something that... Would it be better off keeping them safe, not telling them?
It does become a temptation for them because...
Okay, so I'm not going to tell you about why. I just I've gotten really used to using my light foil, but unfortunately got damaged on one of my runs, and I thought... The perfect people to help me maybe construct one would be you guys. You've got all the skills. I don't want a light foil, obviously. I just want something that's very similar to it that I could use to continue to train and continue to improve my both my dueling techniques and my fighting techniques with it. You know, I'd be willing to either do something for you guys in return, definitely pay for any materials, but if you could kind of create a version of like the light foil for me, I'd really appreciate it. I'm kind of coming to you for a custom job.
So you'd probably see more of a training tool than an actual.
Yeah, a training tool. But I have very specific specifications for it, and I have far more confidence in your talents in creating it than anybody else's. And it's really important for me to be able to have training in using this particular weapon the way I want to use it.
Okay. Hey, then it actually means I can go down the outlaw tech path. Cool.
Yep, you'd be in. What about Brumdrum? Ash, can you speak on Brumdrum's behalf?
Brum thinks you're good, so he'll
Okay,
definitely
yep,
help out.
so he'd be happy. And does Ash also have skills? Because I'd like to involve him in...
What kind of skills you're looking for?
Well, that's what I was asking for Martin's thinking, because I don't remember all the things and he remembers all the things.
So I've got 5 agility, 4 intelligence as base. Rest is 2. I haven't upgraded a few skills yet, which I was gonna after the game tonight. I was gonna.
So Ash actually has 1 rank in education.
I
So-
do, yeah.
Yes. So yes, you would have identified the creature rather easily. You have enough
Excuse me.
in computers to be able to help. Well, you're naturally good at computers, so you could help out with that.
Yep. I mean, I had a few. I was going to do aggregation computers and my skill up, but I haven't got that yet. So that's all good.
But we'll spend some time between this session and next session, hopefully updating your character.
I've got all of my head ready to go.
Okay.
I thank them very much for that. And then there was one final thing I wanted to do before signing off. I want to go to my room.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure all the doors are locked, put the lock cats on into sentinel mode.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if this is possible, tell me if it's not possible later. But the loft cats almost seem to, they like look like little loft cats, but they kind of go into attention, and then they get a glow, and that glow makes them look bigger than what they were before. And they get very focused, and they just kind of stare almost at nothing, but you know something's going on. And while that's happening, I use a complex set of things to open up a secret door in my room, climb into that secret room into a very small dark room, which lights up with just a glow. That glow at one end turns out to be a book that I open.
Okay.
That book being my founder's book that I got way back when from the founder, when I made it through the founder's wall.
And we can finish the session with you going into that room.
I was going to say, and if people have nothing else to add, we can finish the session with, there's Thea with her blue hair and her black streaks, her fine cheekbones, you know, a few battle scars here and there, her blue and gold armor with the Starwing Clan designs coming up onto them, but not obvious. They're kind of like an abstract version, so that it doesn't scream Starwing, but she can say to the world she's Starwing. She's looking very seriously down as she opens up this glowing book and starts hearing the voice that comes from it.
Mm-hmm.
It could be Piper's voice if you really want to go that far. That's up to Scott. Anyway, I'll leave that to
I was
Martin.
going to say, Martin, do you have any objection to it being a voice that sounds like Piper's? Just because she remembers Piper fondly and that's the voice she chooses.
We
to
did have
hear.
a storyline saying what had happened to Piper.
Yes, it'll sound like possibly like a relative of Piper.
Okay.
How's that sound?
That would be okay.
Yeah, that's not going to screw things up.
It
It could
won't.
be the grandpa. Anyway, we got another day. Anyway,
Another day we'll find
finish
out.
Carla, did you want to do anything else upon returning to station?
No, I can't really think of anything at the moment.
Okay. And Ash?
Ash is good. Ash just went off the screen. So
Okay.
yeah.
Doesn't want to do anything, around his story?
No, I
People
think
he
it's going to
knows?
level up. Once I level up, I'll be able to do stuff. I've got no idea.
I'll fill in for Brumdrum. Not Brumdrum.
From
Brum Crash. God, why do they all have to have names that sound the same? It's to confuse me. The more confused I am, the more entertaining I am in the world.
I think I would do is go to
Crash.
the
Will the first thing? Sorry.
Mark was trying to add something. What was Mark trying to add?
Yeah, Mark first.
I'll go to the spot on my plane where I've recorded my kills and I'll put 4 extra slots against it.
Okay, so you're etching it on your ship.
Yes.
Are they etched in, any particular manner, or are they just like scratch, line?
Or TIE Fighters etched on there.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a TIE Fighter and I put like 1, 1, 1, 1 and I haven't gotten the 5th one yet. So, yeah. So,
Can I be in the same room as when he's doing that and look at that?
You can.
And you're just doing like little stick figures?
no, I was gonna do it on the actual my plane itself, so I'll be able to hang out. Yeah.
So it'll be like
Okay.
stamps or?
It'll just be like, you do 1, 1, 1, 5 and cross it out. Kind of thing. I was gonna do
Oh,
something.
okay. So a literal accounting through sticks and crosses. I go to my ship that I've got, and I start doing artwork that tells my story. And in my story, you see I'm working on a scene where you can see my character is attempted to dance a tap to tap as she tries to strike a letter in the armor of her opponent and trips over her feet and ends up falling flat on her face. And that's on the underside of her hull.
Okay. It's just that you already did your where you wanted to end, and then you
Oh, I'm
changed
sorry.
it.
I was inspired. He's drawing
It's
stuff.
okay.
I'm like, I want to draw stuff.
So was Ross going to add anything to for his character?
What was that again?
Were you going to add anything for your character before we end for the night?
For what I'm doing, or
For what your character's doing on station?
So, as an example, Ash went and drew some ships, kill marks. His kill rate. And I said I'd finished my stuff for the night, but then saw him doing that, and I started graffitiing my ship to reflect some of my interactions with people. And so now we're asking if you're inspired to do something that might express your dealings with people. I don't know, it might be dancing with Twi'leks since you negotiate with them so easily.
let's see, what would I be probably doing?
Codename Dancer. Real name Khalid.
Well, I am a natural dancer.
He's not. He's like Dancer, not so bad as a spy name, could work well.
Yeah, basically I'll be doing my presence, not my agility type thing.
This would be the wrong time to warn them that I'm at that stage of my medications where I'm
James
essentially
Khalid.
drunk.
Yeah, I'm more likely to be going around scavenging.
Okay, so you've gone off scavenging. Did you take any friends? I don't know, Ragnarok and who to?
Yeah, I got Ragnarok.
Let him finish.
So basically, I'm going to explore because honestly I don't think this station has been fully explored.
Sounds like a good idea.
Well, there are places in it that people haven't gone to because they've only been opening up what they needed.
You'll either bring us back something spectacular, or we'll be
So-
rescuing you.
So I'm using my skullduggery and stealth and Ragnarok and have a scout around and scavenging.
Hunting expedition.
Yeah.
I want to do that too. Now, can't I do all of them? I want to go stealth stuff.
Okay, so yes, you've all sorted out what you're doing between sessions, and we will pick this up again in 2 weeks' time.
Yeah, basically so I can pick up my forager and my utility.
Okay, so I'm going to go into end credits and then chat to you afterwards.
Yeah.